Hey, good morning, everyone. How's it going?
Hello? Hello,
Sorry,
everyone. Yes, no worries, no worries. We are
I
just
I had more of
yapping
an intro
over.
planned, and then just all I had was good morning.
I got you. I put you on the spot like 1 minute before we went live. I'm like, okay, you do the intro, go. But yes, it is our first time together on stream, and I'm very excited. And thanks for having me on, by the way, just before we start
Oh
even.
no, thanks for reaching out and asking to do this. I'm usually too shy to approach for collabs.
For me, like I can tell you because probably you don't know. Okay, how did the Nando find out about my channel to reach out? It was actually a funny story. I
Oh,
was
okay.
like, I was searching. I want to find more VTubers who play strategy games,
Yeah.
and I just googled strategy games VTuber, and your RimWorld series at the time was the first result.
Oh wow. Okay.
It no longer is, but at the time it was the first result. It was your RimWorld series,
Oh, that's cool. It's sad I'm no
and
longer the top result for that, but also wasn't really something I was super particularly aiming for. But no, that's really cool.
yes, yeah, and I mean it is funny because I searched you because of the strategy, and now we're both doing a common interest, which has nothing to do with strategy gaming.
Also
Both
true.
of us are painting some minis here. And oh, by the way, if you have like your more quote unquote formal introduction to the chat, so people on my side will get to know you as well.
Oh yeah. Hi guys, if we've never met before, my name is William the Alchemist, and like Nando said, I'm a strategy. Well, I'm sorry, I'm skipping a step. I'm an alchemy-themed VTuber. I play primarily strategy and role-playing games, but I've also recently gotten into painting on streams. Sadly, my model that I was gonna paint, that's Rocky in the background, by the way. Uh,
Oh,
she's
hello.
still her prime is still drying, so instead I'm gonna be working on a different project.
Yeah, and I'm the Nando. I used to be a strategy VTuber. Now I'm more a jack of all trades would be the correct description. I'm currently in an arc of rediscovering myself. It sounds very poetic. But no, I love hobbies. I love writing. I love miniature painting, 3D modeling. And I've been experimenting with different types of content. And I mean, I'm currently making content that I enjoy. And painting figures is definitely something I enjoy. And I think it's always better to have a good yap while painting.
Oh yeah, it's a good time to yap and catch up on stuff.
Yeah, and oh, I see a lot of pieces there. What I know that those were 3D printed, but what will you be assembling and processing today?
So I wanted to paint Virginia from Unicorn Overlord. Speaking of strategy games,
Yeah,
I'm still going to paint her. And like I said, her primer is still drying. She's going to be a model I'm going to fully paint, assemble, and give away for the month of October. But on the side, I've been running a little 3D printing business. So I have a couple of orders I need to ship out this week. So instead of working on Virginia, sadly, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to work on a couple of orders I need to send. So one of the characters that was ordered, I have Freerin from
oh
Sosuo no
nice.
Freerin, and there's two variants. We have the smirk and mouth closed smile, but the poses, the funny memeable one where she was on the floor trying to give Fern a birthday present for Stark, and it's like, here's this potion. Boys always find this one interesting. So we have the floor, the iconic
Nice.
suitcase, and then all the bits are all the contents of her suitcase.
Damn, really nice.
Yeah.
I, I, I'm definitely a novice when it comes to 3D printing. I'm not a novice. I worked as an engineer with 3D printing some 10 years ago, but things were really bad back
Sure.
then.
Yeah.
But now I'm also starting. You can see here the benchy that everyone knows.
Hey, there's Benchy.
Yeah, I'm also starting 3D printing as a hobby. I got my first 3D printer like 2 or 3 weeks ago,
Oh, nice. Wow, you're
and
brand new to it.
yeah, I'm brand new, and I'm already like, this is so easy. What things aren't jamming all the time. What's happening? 3D printing. I mean, back in the day, like 10 years ago, it's not that far away, I felt like even if you are an engineer, you will struggle with 3D printing. That's what the feeling I got.
Yep.
Now I feel like anyone can do it, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
great.
Yeah, I have a resin printer, so I like those a lot for the. You wouldn't be making like, I guess serviceable parts, something that you would put in to like hold something together or hold up something, but it makes really highly detailed figures. So that's what I've been doing. Also, good morning, Nabil. A Williams stream that's not at 3 a.m. in this economy. Yep.
Good morning, Williams chat. Yeah, I take the blame. I forced William to stream at this time. I hope it's not too inconvenient for you.
It's not my usual time, but while I've been unemployed, I put please don't shoot me for using AI, but I use ChatGPT to like help me make a schedule so that way I wouldn't go crazy with all the free time I had while I was laid off. And part of it was, set aside a time from like 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. to work on the 3D printing stuff. And so this is usually my 3D printing time. So
that's nice. And I mean, I won't shoot you for working on 3D for working with AI, especially because at my work I literally programmed AIs.
Okay, cool.
I feel like I that's a topic that's a whole rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's more people like talking and discussing about propaganda around AI than actual AI. Like there's great applications. The problem is there's like a propaganda campaign to devalue the work of artists using AI, which is not good, and I think that's what people fight.
I think the other problem with sorry, I don't want to get if this is too deep in the forbidden zone. I know.
We were like, let's chill and then bam.
There's a lot of bad actors around like AI. There's like the same thing with like cryptocurrencies and stuff. Like I think there's great applications for it, but you get a lot of scumbags and criminals and stuff who are using it for not nice things, and then
exactly,
and it ruins the reputation for it as well.
Because it's like, if you go into specific applications, it's like it's being used to help detect cancers. That's something that is really, really good.
Yep.
Then you have, and I mean, and
then you have people scamming people by selling image prompts.
Fiverr.
You know?
I think I saw, like, when I checked your channel, one of the first videos was like, I found this scammer and who was using.
I kind of wish I kept doing the scam baiting videos because there's so many of them in the VTubing community. Because I think they just see VTubers as people who have like deep pockets. Because some of us, I can't say all of us, but some of us will drop $1,000 on a model, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we can just go in and like copy and paste. Like I've seen people get scammed by just scammers just like copy and pasting an artwork from someone else's Twitter feed or Instagram or something. Or the other one that's been cropping up more often is they just go and AI generate something and try to sell it to you for like $100, and all they did was literally grok it.
As yours, at the end of the day, it's a tool. That's just it. Unfortunately, it's a tool that's being used to very nefarious ends, and that's why it gets all the bad rap. I agree. Oh, but let me just also tell people what I'm doing. You're doing free run.
Yes.
I'm new to miniature painting. I've painted in total 10 figures in my entire life.
Oh wow.
This is one of my first 10, and I'm quite happy with it. And I'm just keep going at it. Probably, maybe in the future, I will paint some 3D printed stuff as well. I am curious about even the process, like, do you use the same inks? I will ask you a couple of questions. I mean, priming is just the basic stuff, but I do wonder if it's like very similar to painting Warhammer, or things are quite different.
Well, I played Warhammer back in the day, and then I played a game called War Machine, which also used like about the same size miniatures. I thought it was a lot of fun because it was like a steampunk Warhammer with a focus on mechas. So I love mechas, so I was like, okay, this game seems better for me than Warhammer. I spent way too much money on that game. But yeah, I think it's about the same. I prime everything. I would use P3 paints if they were still in business, but now I use Vallejo.
Vallejo, yes, I also have Vallejo.
So that's the paint that I use. So I don't really ink as much. I think ink might work. I don't know. I've never really tried it. But there are some things that are a little different. Like, for example, like a Warhammer miniature, you'd probably want to use black primer because you want things to look a little bit, it's a grim, dark universe. You want things to look a little bit more muddy or a little bit more real, a little bit more gritty. Anime characters, you're going to prime in white because you want the colors to flourish and pop out and stand out. So I use a lot of white primer, which covers differently than black primer. Also, good morning, Arizona Made Gamer, and Nabil from my chat says he likes that you have a thick accent.
Oh, I have. I like because, for example, you hear someone from France or from Spain. They are thick accents and common. So people know right away. My thick accent, since it's not that common online, I will reveal what it is. I want to see if anyone in your chat can guess it. People are like, okay, this accent is so thick, and I have no idea where this guy is from. It happens to me all the time. My accent is very thick. And I do wonder if anyone will get it on your side. I don't have your chat open up because it's like so many things on screen.
Yeah, I get you.
But please let me know if anyone gets it.
I'll see if someone guesses it. I think I'd be surprised if Nabil can get it because he's I think he's from India or around there. So that's why when I'm normally streaming, it's like 3 a.m. his time. So doing it earlier, I think, is a better time for him to watch.
Yeah.
Which is why he commented that. So yeah, I'm just, I've got my supports. I'm just peeling these off. And I do this before I cure the model.
I do something that some people consider painting heresy. Other people are very advocate, which is I always paint my figures almost always disassembled.
Yes.
I almost always I know a lot of painters who are like, and even for example, if you're painting 10 intercessors, 10 marines, it's like it's 10 of them, you won't even notice. But I'm like, no, I cannot afford to have a single flaw. Let me disassemble each and every one of them, and I need to do my stuff.
Wait. Are you from California? No way you're from California, unless you've been lying to me this whole time. You've been gaslighting me.
I'm from California. Let's go.
He guesses Bulgaria for your accents.
Oh, I get a lot of Eastern Europe. A lot of it.
Yeah.
Phonetically, it sounds very similar, but I'm not from Eastern Europe, and that already eliminates quite a lot of countries.
Hang on 1 second. I need a trash can next to me.
Yeah, I also need to pick up some things I dropped on the floor. But it's a very common accent, and it's an accent that you don't often see online. And part of it, a lot of people forget. For example, why do you see so many Dutch accents online? It's because a lot of people from the Netherlands don't stream in Dutch, they stream in English. So when it comes to Spain, you can hear some Spanish accent, but a lot of people from Spain stream in Spanish. My country has a lot of people who stream in there in our main language.
Oh, it's a tech support joke.
I do speak 4 languages, but...
Man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's the European buff. We Europeans... 4 languages, but I don't think anyone from your side will get it.
I can speak 1.5 languages.
Spanish or?
Nope. I studied Japanese for 4 years.
Ah, Nihongo jouzu desu ne.
Sakoshi Nihongo dekimasu.
Ah, sugoi, sugoi. Boku mo Nihongo benkyou shimashita. Japanese is actually one of my 4 as well.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Who would have thought that VTuber fans are studying Japanese? What are the odds?
Well, when I was in high school, back before they invented dirt, VTubing wasn't really a thing.
Okay.
But it was my high school was really cool in that we had, Spanish and French because that's like offered pretty much everywhere in our schools, but then we had Latin, German, and Japanese as options.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And anime was, of course, invented back studying Japanese.
Yeah, because for me, I I practiced some kendo and everything growing up. I was a Japan nerd. I watched a lot of anime growing up, especially like Full Metal Alchemist, Naruto, and things like that. But the final push for me to start studying Japanese was actually Hololive.
Oh
I'm
wow.
that much of a VTuber nerd. It was because of Hololive JP that I started studying Japanese.
Nice.
I like how I'm so focused on the talk that I've literally done nothing yet. I'm just wetting my brush, talking. I'm so focused on the yap session.
No, that's cool. Um, we talked a little bit about you doing traveling, and I guess in Europe it's pretty easy to travel between
Oh, yeah.
your countries. Have you ever been to Norway?
Oh, Norway I haven't yet.
Oh, okay.
I want to visit more of the Northern Europe, but I haven't been to like Norway, Denmark, Sweden. I haven't been to those yet. And this is something that people don't grasp how easy it is to travel in Europe. A lot of Portuguese people never had a passport because they just don't need it. I can go to Spain, France, Italy, even without a passport.
Yeah.
It is so easy to travel here. But okay, I'm going to reveal my country. I'm from Portugal. I am Portuguese. Yes, Portugal is real. There are Portuguese people online, and I visited over 16 countries.
Wow. I don't even
One
think
of
I've
them was-
visited 16 states.
I'm a very opportunistic traveler. It's like in uni, oh, there's an interchange and you can go 1 week to Turkey, and I'm like, sign me in. Oh, there's something, sign me in. I don't care. Sign me in for everything.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. My grandparents, when they retired, they spent pretty much their whole retirement traveling everywhere.
Yeah, it is worth it. Yeah, but my outside of Europe, I've been to the States, to Texas. It was the only state. Everything's big in Texas. I've been to
Yep.
Canada, uh, Japan, South Korea, and Turkey.
Very cool.
Yeah, and have you been to Japan yet?
No, there was an exchange program in my high school, but it was very expensive.
Oh,
And so I used the money to buy a car instead of going to Japan.
I mean, it was a wiser investment in my opinion. As much as I love Japan, I do have to say.
No, I drove that car till until I got rear-ended and it was totaled.
Oof.
So I got a lot of good use out of it. A 91 Ford Taurus.
Damn. Really nice. I also, my first car was like a Volkswagen, and still going strong. Still, some parts are like getting unglued, but it's only a statical thing. It's like, okay, as long as you run, you'll keep running.
Yeah.
Just going to start with the backpack. I like to use painting backpacks. Wait a second. But yeah, I was lucky with traveling because, okay, I don't want to brag. Okay, I will change the subject after because this is sounding too much like a brag session. I'm not here to brag. I also want to ask you a lot of questions and get to know you.
Sure.
I compete in a board game internationally.
Uh-huh.
And I'm usually the representative for Portugal in world competitions.
Oh.
And that's why I went to Japan. This year it was in Canada, and I got the trip like half the flight was covered, the whole stay was covered, the food was covered.
Was this for Go?
Go, exactly.
Oh, that's so cool. I don't know much about Go, but I could tell you when the Google Alpha was it
AlphaGo, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like I knew nothing about Go, but I was glued to my screen watching the coverage on that. That was so cool.
Yeah, I can tell you that I've met some of the people, like some of the commentators that are on that video.
Uh-huh.
I've had dinner with them in Canada and everything. It was really cool.
Oh, that is so cool.
But
Yeah, I've tried playing Go,
okay.
but it's not for me. I like chess better.
Okay. Yeah, it is. psychologically speaking, Go and chess, even though they're both strategy games and all, it's like two completely different beasts.
Yeah. Well, the
I hate the
programming on it.
comparison of one is easier, one is harder. I hate that comparison. They're just very different.
Yeah. I understand from like a programming standpoint that chess is easier to program because as you make more moves, there's less options available because pieces will get taken off. Whereas Go, you're constantly adding pieces to the board and strategies can change in an instant.
In Go, like doing the full solving the game mathematically, exhausting every single options, that's unthinkable in Go. Completely unthinkable to play every single thing. That's why AlphaGo and everything was just such a huge benchmark, because it doesn't have to completely solve the game in order to be really good at it.
I'm gonna move.
On your end, I had 2 questions. I was driving this morning, and that's my favorite self-reflection time.
Yeah.
And the first question I need to ask you, of course, is you're William the Alchemist. How much of that alchemist comes from Full Metal Alchemist, or is it just a coincidence?
Full Metal Alchemist, I'd probably say, is one of the best anime of all time.
I agree, yes.
But honestly, the thing that made me flip from being the original channel to William the Alchemist was I played Atelier Ryza, and the Atelier games are very alchemy focused, and I was like, oh, okay, I want to do this.
Oh, that's really nice.
I originally was going to be a cyberpunk VTuber. Like I had ideas for like having like the mantis blades coming out of the arms and stuff like that, and going more of the sci-fi future tech kind of stuff. But no, after I played the Ryza games, I was like, or Ryza 1 specifically, because 2 wasn't even out yet. And I hadn't played any of the other Atelier titles. I was like, yeah, I want to be an alchemist.
Yeah, no. It's really a cool thing. And second alchemy-related question is, do you know the potion seller? Do you know that video?
You can't handle my strongest potions.
Your potions are too weak. Potion seller, enough of your games. I'm heading into battle.
Yes, I have seen that video.
Okay. Because I was driving around this morning and I was like, if William does not know that video, my day will be ruined.
Yeah.
If he doesn't know the potion seller video.
I know the potion seller.
Nice. Yeah. And that's another funny thing about us two collabing in specific. We were talking about the cyberpunk blades and things like that. And there's a lot of VTubers, for example. You go to a collab, who is collabing? One is Kordogoth, the Desolator of Worlds. And then you have Blim Chan, who will brighten your day. And here it's like, who is collabing? Oh, Nando and William. It's like the two most simple and sober VTuber names ever.
Yeah, I've always wondered if I should. I picked William because it's based off of my old channel that I had told you a little bit about before. Mm-hmm. So that I wanted to stick with that name because I had already used it for a few years. But sometimes I do wonder, it's like, man, did I pick too plain of a name going into VTubing?
Oh, I sometimes talk with other VTubers and everything. I've had so many people telling me like, your name is so bad, your branding is horrible, switch your name, go. Nando is your search engine optimization, there's the Nando's, there's a restaurant brand with your name, it's absolutely horrible. But I just get locked into, okay, what if I don't like the switch? What do I switch into? So I just keep staying with the Nando. So we both have unique names based on their simplicity, but I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not.
The way I see it is, hopefully the simplicity stands out in a sea of, I don't know, more extravagant names, I suppose. I don't know. I also seen some people get, kind of upset about people using, Japanese names or other ethnic names when they the player behind the character isn't particularly that ethnicity, and I was like, okay, I don't want to dive into that, but I was like, you know what, blonde guy named William, I'm not gonna get in trouble.
Yeah. I can tell you that I used to face cam stream, and because of some things I did in the past, my face is quite easy to find online. But I just look at talked with my artist, and I was like, this is my face, make this a VTuber. So no one can judge me for any kind of thing because I look very similar to my VTuber.
Oh, I look nothing like mine.
Oh, okay, okay.
I mean, the white skin is as close as you're gonna get, but I am not blonde in real life.
Okay, okay,
No,
okay.
I'm a dirty ginger.
No, don't say it like that. um,
I have my hair has been flashed on stream a couple times, so everyone
okay.
everyone who's watched for long enough knows, and I get the redhead comments every once in a while.
I'm not doing a good job at keeping my hands on frame. By the way, I do have to shout out Will here, because my setup, this is my second time ever doing a handcam stream. And I mean, I've done handcam streams, but figure painting. And from stream 1 to stream 2, everything is already looking much better and much easier to do, and that was all thanks to William's advices. You gave me some tips on setup and everything, and they really helped.
I'm glad.
So thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Good morning, Flash viewer. Welcome.
Good morning to Will's chat. And
I've been doing hand cam streams a few times, and I always forget to keep my hands down here where people can see. I always pull it up to my face because
yeah, exactly.
I'm getting old and I can't see anymore.
Speaking of which, I've been calling you sometimes Will. I hope it's okay.
Yeah, William,
William.
Bill,
Okay.
all of that is fine.
Okay.
Yep, whatever you're comfortable with.
If you just said no, you actually have to call me William the Alchemist every single time. That is my full name and title. I worked hard for my title of Alchemist. You will address me by title. I refuse.
No, Mr. the Alchemist is my dad's name.
Okay.
The very stupid joke. What's up, K-Don? I'm doing good. I'm doing good too, Alex. Glad to hear.
It's nice. And I did see, I checked your schedule, and I think this is your only stream for the week.
Yep, I have some travel I have to do. I have a wedding to go to this weekend, and then next week I start my new job. So, yeah.
Good luck with that. I hope it goes well.
Thank you.
But I feel honored that your entire week streaming is dedicated to me. I feel honored. I'm not worthy of this honor.
Well, you're the only spot in my week I can fit in streaming. So, yep.
Yeah.
All you.
Let's go. And I'm so glad, because we were talking behind the scenes, and sometimes it can be a little bit tricky with time zones and everything, but I'm glad we could find, with relative ease,
Yep.
a time to stream and to make everything work. I love the dog, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I was thinking to myself, like, oh, maybe I need to put him up or something if he's gonna keep interrupting.
No. On my end, it doesn't bother me at all. And let me just say hello to Kratos in my chat. I'm painting my Marines. I forgot my Eradicator Marines, and William is not painting. He's assembling free runs. That's the best way to describe it.
Yep. Yeah, I'm still waiting on my other project to finish drying. They're primer-wise to finish drying. Thank you, K-Don. I appreciate it.
I definitely think this done way too much.
How did I drop frames? I'm not doing anything. I have two computers, one for the hand cam and one for the gaming. So this one's not as souped up, but also at the same time, I didn't think what I'm doing was that tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm my I have one computer which is kind of beefy because, okay, a little bit of lore. I'm finishing, and when I say finishing, probably next month I'm done a PhD in mechanical engineering,
Wow.
and I I'm not the biggest fan of going to the university to work, so I needed to have a beef computer to run the simulations and stuff at home. And then I was like, hey, I want to be a VTuber. The beef computer that did engineering work can also do VTubing and streaming and things like that. So I just repurposed things.
I just had a bunch of leftover parts from upgrading my computer over the years. I was like, I can make a separate computer. I was initially going to have it be a streaming computer, so I had one computer for gaming and one computer for streaming, but I probably should try troubleshooting that again. But now it works out nice that I have a station for gaming and a station for painting.
Yeah. Oh, and that's how the big beefy model VTubers who play like high resolution games. That's how they do it. It's two computers. One just runs the game, and the other captures it and runs the
Software.
the VTubing stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Dual PC setup. If you are like top of the top, I think dual PC setup is a must. I don't think either of us need it right now.
I've had some
But-
games stutter on my gaming computer when I'm gaming, streaming, and VTubing all at once. So
Oh.
I have felt like I'm like on that cusp of needing to make that switch.
Oh
But,
yeah.
but I had some. I couldn't get the audio to work. Everything else worked just fine. So, I I kind of gave up when it didn't work the first time, and I haven't gone back and troubleshot it. So I probably need to take some time to try again.
For me, it is funny. The main game that almost fried my computer, I played some things like Civ 7, which
Yeah.
was kind of a flop,
Yep.
was very resource intensive. But the main game was, I played quite a bit of Age of Empires 2.
Okay.
And there are some like additional software that you run forecasting and things like that. And they are not that well optimized.
Yeah.
So my computer got really angry. My CPU actually overheated once or twice, and I had to do an upgrade to the fan and everything because my computer was not happy with Age of Empires, which is a game that's 25 years old, even though it was revamped. But still,
I
it
had
just goes to show how easy it is to drain your resources.
Yeah, well, also how unoptimized games are these days. I tried.
Yeah.
I had issues with Helldivers, and sadly, the only way I could get Helldivers to run smoothly was to use DLSS. So I had to use the AI generated frames to make it look good.
Yeah. Oh, I just remember another game that was really PC destroying for me was the Oblivion remaster.
Oh, I didn't play
The Elder
that.
Scrolls Oblivion. I mean Oblivion. My first ever computer that I got, like my own personal computer, I got it to play Oblivion on release.
Oh wow.
So that was a special game to me, and I do love the remaster. But oh boy, for streaming and everything, it was not optimized.
See, the first computer I built was to play Counter-Strike.
Ah, a classic.
Yeah.
When I say Counter-Strike,
I mean nothing like what modern Counter-Strike is.
Oh yeah, like
1.4.
1.6.
No, it wasn't
1.4.
1.6 yet. We still had riot shields and other glitches that were ridiculous.
Yeah. Damn. I mean, I think I saw on the news the other day that the latest map that was added to Counter-Strike 2 was Portugal. So
Oh.
it is a Portuguese palace, the latest map. So I am happy with Counter.
Hey,
Even
that's
though I
pretty
don't
cool.
play it for years, that's a small Portugal win.
Yeah. Got your representation.
Yeah, that's the good thing about being from a country that no one remembers it exists. Is that when you see it mentioned, you're like, oh, that's a Portugal reference. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, Exodus? We do kind of the same. I do the same thing here when I'm watching a movie or a TV show, and they're like, and they mention my state. I'm like, oh, let's go.
Yeah.
My state's not. My state. Most people think my state's pretty boring, and they'd be right. But every once in a while, there's a reference here or there.
Okay. Of course, I don't want to dive too much into that for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice. Oh, yeah, Portugal is definitely... And, like, I have a thick English accent, but I also have a thick Portuguese accent. So everyone who hears me speak in Portuguese, it's like, okay, he's from that city. Like, in 1 second.
Wow.
It's that bad.
Yeah, I've had people be like, "Oh yeah, you have a very Midwest accent." I'm like, "What? How?" But then you go to other states and you know you hear someone from Minnesota and they sound like they're from Canada, but they say Minnesota. And then there's Chicago.
I just noticed, for me, I don't have that much sensibility. It's like, okay, American, English, Canadian, I can tell the difference. Like, going from state to state, I definitely can't. I can hear something is different, but if you ask me, oh, this accent is from which state? No idea.
Yeah.
There's too much nuance.
Boston and New York have their own accents too.
Oh, yeah. For me, I mean, growing up, my main image of America was whatever was portrayed in The Simpsons. That was my main reference.
That's not, I guess, not too far off. Because the funny thing, one of the funny jokes about The Simpsons is that they're from Springfield, but there are like 8 Springfields.
Yeah, in the States.
In the States, and they don't tell you which one. They leave you guessing.
I'm definitely focusing more on the yap than on what I have to paint, but that's completely fine by me.
Yeah. It's the point of the collabs.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine, oh, today we are here collabing, and let me just also say hi to Van on my side of the chat. Yeah, let's collab, and we will both stand in silence, each one with their own figures.
Yeah, that would be... See, I know normally when I'm doing the hand cam stuff, I'll have like background music playing or something. Or I was like, nah, if we're both chatting, I won't need the music. But if we were both here, just like completely focused in on what we're doing, I was like, yeah, I'll turn the music on. But I don't think that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I feel called out because I do have my BGM turned on, but it is so low. I've got Kratos this on my side. Please let me know if the audio is okay, but I should have like a super low BGM just in case.
When I do hand cams, I pull up like White Bat Audio or something, so it's not always super quiet. There's always something.
Okay.
What normally. Didn't mean to make you feel called out.
No, don't worry. I was just exaggerating.
All right. So I got Freerin off her supports. I got 2 more stuff to take off the supports, and then I need to cure her, but I won't do that right now because that'll require me to get up from here.
Yeah, oh yeah, and yeah, you're using resin. I've never printed with resin, but I've heard people saying that it is a mess in terms of dirtiness and everything. You need to be very careful.
Yeah, it gets everywhere. Which is why I change my gloves frequently. It's pretty toxic stuff, so that's also why I'm wearing gloves.
Yeah.
And I have, carbon filters and stuff to capture the fumes.
Yeah, definitely way more. I use PLA. That's what I used back then for engineering as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and you were saying that you like mechas?
Yes.
Because my main work in engineering was building robots, so...
Oh, very cool.
I did do mechas.
I have an industrial background, so I've worked around robots a lot. A lot of Fanics, a lot of what's the other brand I'm thinking of? Does ABB have robots? I think they do. Anyway, I've worked around a lot of robots in the past, and I find robotics to be very cool.
Yeah. No, it definitely is a cool area.
Especially when you might have seen this, and if you haven't, I'll try to find it and show it to you. But there's people using VR to train robot cells.
Oh, yeah. I had one of my best friends works on that. So
Oh, okay,
I've had
cool.
like I've seen it being shown like to my face. Look at this. Look at these glasses. Look at. I have seen that. Yes.
Yeah, so like they can use like the wand in the VR to like make the swooping shape, and then the robot knows those dimensions, and then the robot welder tip will go whoop in those complicated shapes and everything. It's so crazy and so cool.
I think a lot of people don't realize, like, they still think a lot of things is sci-fi, and they don't realize how cool a lot of stuff that's already out there is. Like,
Or even how sci-fi can influence
yeah.
development of current technologies.
Yes, for sure. And even, I mean, one thing that I had to study, I had to make a humanoid style of robot, and I had to read articles on how to make it not look creepy. Which is something that a lot of people don't think about, but yeah, it's very easy to make a robot look creepy, and there are so many horrible looking robots. Because one thing it's a robot for industry, another is a robot to be like, hello sir, what can I do for you today?
Well, the other thing that's crazy is, maybe I'm wrong with this, but like I think Boston Dynamics might have talked about this, but when they were like making robots and like trying to make it walk and stuff, they're like, wow, like the human body is very inefficient. Like evolution just ended up like, hey, here's how to walk. Here's one way to walk, but it's not the most efficient way to walk on two legs. And it's like, it doesn't make sense. It's like, if we have robots, we don't need to make it walk. You give them tank treads or, you know, something, or wheels or four legs. Like, they don't need two legs.
That's one of the things that I've spent a lot of time discussing. It's sometimes to be like a human is efficient, but it's only efficient because our world is designed for humans.
Oh, that's a very good point.
And we are building the robots to operate in that world. Because but I mean, in the future we can just change how the layouts are and everything, and build way more. Someone is saying that to make a robot that looks like a kawaii chibi anime girl. In one of those papers I read, there were like interviews, and there was a Japanese old guy saying, "Oh, I want my robot to look like a cute anime girl." I read that in a scientific paper.
Oh no. Gundams are cool. Gundams are very cool, Exodus, yes. And so are Armored Cores. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I got free run offer supports. I'm going to grab another model to work on.
Go. And if you're... Well, I think William is not listening. Yes, I see his headphones on the table. If you're watching this stream and if you're enjoying and doing the sellout thing, remember to leave a like on whatever platform you are, or a follow or a subscribe. Support both of us. William is a really cool guy. I'm very thankful that he accepted to have me on. We're both streaming our own POV with a small window showing what the other is doing. And yeah, I'm just having a blast here. I hope viewers are also enjoying our yapping session. I'm not being the most productive painter. I'm even not diving into complex details. I've accepted, okay, you're not going to be able to focus. You like talking too much. Just McCrack blew it all up. It is an important process. This is what I'm working towards. And you can see that most of it is just McCrack blue. And of course, Will is painting anime figures. I mean, let me not step away from the camera. So at least one of us is here, but I also have my own collection of anime figures, and since it's a hand cam, I can show them. Chad old man. Yeah, big old man energy. Both getting our hands dirty. And that's just a good way to spend an after. I do feel like painting gets me in such a cool mental space. Okay, I see parts there.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, what do you have for us now?
So this is one I've done on my stream before. This is Hakos Baelz.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, this is her in the, I don't know how to describe the outfit. It's the military jacket, but she's...
Oh, yeah, that's really cool. The one that she did the cover from Loss of Yojo Senki ending.
Yes.
That one. Yeah, I know my whole life stuff as well. I also have. Wait, let me. Okay, the Daki is too much to put on frame. I have a Hakos Baelz Daki Makura from the birthday set.
Oh wow, nice.
I have the Daki, but I do have. Let me get something.
But yeah, so I've got her lounging on an armchair with her feet kicked up on a stack of dice, and I've built this one on stream before, but I got another order for her.
I don't think you can hear me well because I'm going through my stuff. Okay, here it is. Okay. If you're doing Hakos Baelz, I gotta show up my cool stuff. This is hand signed. It's one of those stamps. This is hand signed from Hakos Baelz.
Oh, nice.
I'm showing it. Okay, it's upside down.
Very cool.
Yeah, I do. As I said, like nowadays there's so many VTubers that people can get into VTubing for different reasons.
Yep.
There's nowadays even a lot of VTubers who don't even know HoloLive. But for me, I'm definitely the classic. There was a global crisis that happened around the time where VTubers were rising. I spent a lot of time home,
Yep.
and I discovered some... I'm the classic story. I don't have a unique story. No. And then I was like, oh, this is so cool. I want to become one of those.
Man, the other day I watched a Hollow Stars concert, and those guys are awesome.
Oh, yeah. There was the concert. They were really promoting it on X and everything. They are... Like, they work so hard. They are really underrated, the Hollow Stars boys. Yeah.
Do you look at people kicking ass like that, and then you look at what you've done and go, man, I'm such a lazy piece of crap. I don't deserve anything.
Yes.
That happens to me.
No, but one thing that I do have to say is that, for example, I feel very frustrated. You see someone like having a lot of success, and you open up their streams, and it's just someone who is very boring. When I look at someone who is really kicking ass, I'm like, okay, you deserve it. At least this is fair. You've earned your place. So I get less frustrated when they are actually kicking ass.
Yeah. There are some VTubers that I've collabed with where we'll be in the Discord call before going live and talking normally. And in the second they hit go live, boom, there's a switch. They're a completely different character. They become their VTuber. I think that's an incredible talent, and there's no way in hell I would do that.
Yeah, we were talking before pressing live, and it was... I can give you behind-the-scenes William content. We were both kind of similar before hitting the go live button. There was no radical switch.
I just think it's easier to play myself than to play a character, but I have collabed with people who play characters, and they play characters well, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's got to be so much work all the time, constantly. And I think it's really cool that people can do that, and they do really well when they do it.
Yeah, I also like the fact that you can play a character, but you don't have to. I like the fact that VTubing is cool because it lets you go for whatever you want. Like, if we wanted to play a character, like both of us, we have all the ingredients here. We could go for it. We just choose not to. But that's one thing I really like from VTubing as a medium. It's very easy to just tailor VTubing to your own taste.
Yeah, it's a pretty new style of content creating. So I'd say there's not really a manual or a how-to, and it's not really... there's no... council, I guess, dictating the rules and the do's and don'ts of everything.
Yeah, the council of VTubers has spoken.
Yeah.
I was looking,
we do not grant you the rank of VTuber.
Master, take a seat, young Skywalker. We grant you a seat, but I don't know my Star Wars memes. There was a time when I was working, it was like 2 months. You know when you get that, deadline, hyper-focus kind of mentality? I was like that for 2 months. And what kept me company for those 2 months were Star Wars lore videos. I had them playing in the background. So I developed And I like Star Wars, but I'm not that huge of a Star Wars nerd. But I just like the voice of the guy doing the videos, and it's like, okay, you're going to keep me company for 2 months now.
I think that's what it was like on my old channel. I had people who were like, "All right, I'm just gonna. You have a nice voice, and I need some background noise." I had a guy who just listened to me while he was studying for law school.
Yeah, I think, and that's another thing. Some VTubers are like, oh, if you're watching my content, you need to chat all the time, you need to interact. For me, just knowing that I'm on the background or the second monitor of someone, or even they are tapped out and listening to my voice, that's completely okay. I welcome that meaningful support for me.
I know you have your choice of background noise. I appreciate you picking William the Alchemist and Nando today.
Exactly.
I changed gloves. Ripped these already.
There's so much choice.
Yeah, I do get kind of annoyed when people are like, you don't have 500 viewers, you're not going to make it, it's never going to happen. It's like, man, still to have like 5 people watching, 10 people watching is still pretty cool when you come down to it. It's if I had 0, would I ever consider, okay, maybe I should do something else?
And I've met VTubers who have like 0, 1, 2 average viewers, and they do produce good content.
Yeah.
Like they sometimes it's just branding, sometimes it's just the name. I feel
sometimes
like
it's just luck, sadly.
Yeah,
which really sucks because it's like the one thing you can't influence.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's just you show up in a big streamer's timeline while they're sharing their ex, they react to a funny clip of yours, and then suddenly, hey, I've not changed anything at all, but now I have 200 viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did hear the average streamer count is like 2. What's up, Hilly? Good morning.
Yeah. By having 3 viewers, you're already over the average.
Yeah, but I'll hear people who'll say things like, "Oh, this guy's got," usually talking about the downfall of another streamer, like, "Oh, he's got 150 streamers, which is 150 viewers, which if you were up and coming is good, but since he's been doing this for so long, it's bad." I'm like, "Oh man, that sucks." Plus all the shenanigans going on with
The
view counts, with ad blocking and algorithm stuff. It's like, I don't even know how many people are even watching me anymore. I don't even know if I can trust YouTube and Twitch's numbers anymore. So
it happened to me. Sometimes I had like 1 or 2 viewers when I stream. Okay, I used to stream mostly Age of Empires.
Yep.
And definitely the viewer count was higher. I just got like so tired of streaming, and I was like, the view count is slowly creeping up, but I can't do this anymore. I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
But one thing that's changed is that now I have 1 or 2 viewers, but I have people coming up and like, oh, I watched you paint Warhammer. That was really cool. I really enjoyed your yapping session. And for me, it's like, okay, I had like 15 people who were silent. Now I have 1 or 2, but they give feedback. And I'm like, yeah, okay, nice. That feels rewarding to have people enjoying listening to me yap about.
Been lurking? All right, I appreciate the lurking.
I think that I like lurkers, so now everyone is like, I'm a lurker.
I haven't sat down to do it, but I need to make an exclamation point lurk command, and then I want it to play.
Same.
I want it to play the GIF of a lurker from StarCraft on the screen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, did you play a lot of StarCraft as well?
Oh my god, I've played so much StarCraft and StarCraft 2. You have no idea.
Oh, nice.
Back on dial-up internet on BattleNet back in the day in the 90s, man, I played so much StarCraft. Not very good at it, but oh my god, if it wasn't like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, before hopping into Age of Empires in content creation, StarCraft 2 was my main game. I was like very close to reaching master. I played it a lot, and I mean, it is, even though my main content was Age of Empires, I think StarCraft and StarCraft 2 are the best strategy games of all time in my opinion.
Blizzard had a really good formula.
Had. Sadly, Blizzard was a really good company.
Yeah.
And even Warcraft 3 was a banger, and then Warcraft 3 Reforged.
Warcraft 3 and my life went downhill when I discovered Dota.
Oh, I never. My life went downhill with League of Legends.
Yeah, yeah.
Between Dota and League of Legends, it's like pick your poison.
Well, I played Dota before League of Legends had come out, and then my friends were like, "Hey, there's this Dota-like game called League of Legends," and then of course I jumped into that too.
Yeah. I mean, I have some friendships, like, of course, we all remember there's a lot of bad related to playing a lot of MOBAs, but I have some good friendships that still last to nowadays, and they are people I met in League of Legends.
Well, that's nice.
So I definitely have, like, when I was in high school and everything, definitely League of Legends was the main thing. I can't believe nowadays time seems so scarce. I feel like I never have time for anything.
Yep.
And it's like, wow, I play like 6 or 7 ranks in a row, like almost every night. How did I have time? How did I have time for that? Where did time go?
You spend it on more meaningful things like travel.
Oh, true. Oh, I mean, that is indeed nice.
What's up, Battle Scroll? I don't know what 67 references.
Oh, this. I think it's some. I
Is it a
Googled
young
that
person
today.
thing?
It is a young person
Okay,
thing.
that makes sense. Battle Scroll's like 12.
Okay,
I'm
Googled
kidding.
that
He's actually
today.
18, but
It is basically, I think if I remember correctly, it's from the lyrics of a song, and it's saying that something is like a 6 or a 7. It's like calling something mid, saying it's not that. If I remember
okay.
correctly. Memology is not my field of expertise right now.
no, that's fine. I can't keep up with the young person speak anymore.
Yeah, up to a certain point I could. I think you reach that age where it's like, no, I can no longer keep up with the skibidis and the tralalero tralalas.
Yeah, I'm closer to 40 than 30 now, so
Okay, I can, because that has been revealed on my stream. I turned 30 this year, so
oh my goodness.
I'm on the younger side. You were like, hey.
I thought you were older than me because you have the beard on the model, but then like your Discord, you have the server tag skull old. And I was like, oh, this guy's got to be one of like the old guys like John Ken or Almantas or some of these other like big old VTubers. But nope, you're young.
Yeah, I know both of them, both Junkin and Almantas. They are great. That's why I was telling you. That's why I got a message saying like, you know everyone because I'm collabing with you. I do get my way around, but yeah, I'm definitely young. I mean, Junkin revealed his age last week.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's no, but he did it on purpose. So
Oh, okay.
He's 40.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, I'm 30. I think 30 is old for a VTuber, but looking at the people around me like you and everything, I feel young.
Well, I'm glad I make you feel young.
Sorry, I sounded so bad. I just called you old in the worst way possible.
That's so
yes,
funny.
Great tact. You're like, yeah, I really enjoyed the collab. After the collab, blocked.
Yeah.
This guy there call me old on my own house, on my own stream.
Yeah, I've watched a little bit of Junkin and Almantis, and I've rated them a couple times.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Junkin, I actually, it's an old video. I did, I have insane stories, somehow. When I went to Japan, I did an off collab with Junkin.
Oh, cool.
He cooked dinner for me.
Oh,
lunch.
wow.
I was at his house and we did an off collab. And that was even before I was a VTuber. I just had a PNG in the corner.
That's still really cool.
Yeah, Almantas, I mean, I know him because I may not be old in body, but I'm old in spirit. And I'm like, a kindred soul.
I think age is more varied than people think. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
know.
and let's.
I
Go
did
ahead.
appreciate that there was at least for like the women VTubers, like we like our hags, you know. It's like we like
Yeah.
VTubers over 30, and I'm like, okay, there's still hope for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We are definitely like male VTubers who are quote unquote old. We are definitely a niche.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about now that I'm getting older, I thought about getting an update to the model where maybe I put maybe a little stubble on the chin or something. Maybe a little wrinkles around the eye, just get a little bit more of a slightly older look. So that way,
Yeah.
to distinguish myself from all the other
Young
Joshi bait.
whippersnappers.
It's a reference to 2 brain rot memes. 6 refers to Mangoes, which is a funk song, and 7 is Mustard, which is a reference to a producer. Okay.
I thought I understood it. Now I understand it less.
I understand it less, yeah.
Yeah, what you just said was like noise coming to my brain. It was not actual words. It was just noise. My chat is saying that for you to look old, you just need to get a fancy hat.
Oh, shoot, that's a
all
cool
you need.
idea.
Write it down, write it down.
Write that one down, write it down.
Uh,
Yeah, you have a hat.
yeah, I do. And this, sorry, I have so many stories, as I said.
No, go ahead.
You're enabling my yaps. This hat is the VTuber hat is a replica of a hat I got in Scotland.
Oh, cool.
So I do own this actual hat, and I purchased it in my first trip to Scotland.
I bet Scotland was cool.
Oh, and I was there some years ago. It was March.
Uh-huh.
Like the mountain top still had snow and everything. Of all the countries I visited, Scotland is definitely like top of the top tiers. Beautiful,
really?
nice people, great food. Everyone was kind. Walking the streets felt super pleasant. It was like amazing. I really enjoyed visiting Scotland. Definitely recommend.
Yeah, maybe someday I'll get out of these states. I think the furthest I've been is to Hawaii. It's just still the United
I mean,
States,
it's
but still a long
yeah,
flight.
Yeah, it's still a long flight. And I mean, it's funny because when I went to Canada last time, I was in Vancouver.
Uh-huh.
And I was sending messages to my New Yorker friends, and I'm like, hey, I'm in the country next door. You can just drive 30 minutes and come visit me at Vancouver.
Nope.
It's right next to New York, right?
No. Yeah, passport and all that other nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, just Texas alone is 11 times the size of Portugal.
Yep. I had a friend visit from Ireland, another VTuber, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be in your state." I was like, "Oh, okay, which city?" And he tells me the city, and I say, "Oh, okay, that's not too far. That's like a 2-hour drive." And he's like, "What? A 2-hour drive? That would get you from one end of Ireland to the other?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Really? That's like halfway through my state to meet you."
Yeah, a 2-hour drive, I could visit half of Portugal. in a 2-hour drive.
Wow. Yeah, unfortunately for me, my 2-hour drive is windmills and cornfields. There's nothing. Whereas, like,
you're
you're talking
from-
about a 2-hour drive, I think I'd at least see a castle in a 2-hour drive in Portugal.
Oh yeah, I had a friend who was in the States, and he scheduled a road trip across like the Midwest and such, because he was used to Portugal and things like this, where you go to a road trip and every 30 minutes you have a city or something. He was like, I'm driving for 8 hours and there's nothing but road. What is this?
Yep. I heard Scotland has no AC. Ooh, I don't know about that.
So most Europe, okay, now I'm a bit rare because I do have AC, but I can tell you that most of Europe does not have AC.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. It is one of the worst parts of European culture. I don't know why. It was like a culture that AC equals bad, and now no one has AC.
Yeah. I do know that there have been a lot of memes on Twitter where the UK will talk about a heat wave and they'll say like, "Oh
Yeah.
my God, it's 23°C," and I'm like, "23°C?" And you look,
My keyboard is so far away.
Was that, like,
104 degrees Fahrenheit.
oh, I was gonna say it's like 95 degrees, but I was off by 10. Okay.
Yeah, 104. And for me, 104 Fahrenheit, that's actual heat.
Yeah. It was probably that hot when you visited Texas.
Yeah. I visited Texas. It was some years ago, like 7 years ago. But now that you brought it up, one thing I do remember in Texas was asking for a lot of glasses of water everywhere because I was sweating a ton. Yes,
Yep.
I do remember that about Texas. Oh, and by the I said all American accents sound the same. I mean, I don't sound the same, but I can distinguish them. I can recognize the Texan accent. Yes. Just a howdy y'all is enough for me to know.
Howdy y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, the howdy y'all.
Did they call it soda or did they call it pop? Or maybe you don't even drink soda because you're European and recognize that's poison.
What is either soda or pop? I have no
Like a
idea.
Coca-Cola or a Sprite or...
Okay, I'm not sure because English is my second language.
Uh-huh.
I would just call it a Coca-Cola or something in English.
Oh, okay.
In Portuguese, I would say refrigerante, but I mean, that says nothing.
So there's
But
like
yeah,
a divide even in English here in the States where I think the northern states we call it... I might have it reversed, but I think one state or some states people will call it soda and other states people will call it pop. And we're talking about fizzy carbonated like a Coca-Cola.
Yeah. I think it would be soda. I can say that I've heard soda a lot, and it is my first time hearing pop.
Okay.
So, very likely in the UK it would be soda.
Some people call
And
it
we
Coke
don't-
for everything.
Oh, we do not call it Coke for everything, no.
Ooh.
Oh, and you're saying, oh, you know that's poison. We do drink a lot of that and everything, but I think the main difference is how it's actually made. I think, for example, Fanta is quite known for the flavor in Portugal. In Europe is completely different from the flavor from the States.
Yeah, I think they put more sugar in our stuff.
Yeah, I think so. I have told you, and that's public information. I have diabetes, and when I was in the States, I did notice the more sugar in stuff.
Oh yeah. There's things that they'll
that's-
allow in our food that when you look at the European commissions, they don't allow
no
going into your food.
Yeah. Oh, and that also reminds me of a fun misconception when we were talking about the size of the countries. For example, we have two or three big anime conventions in Portugal.
Okay.
And people are like, oh, in the States, they have this one, that one, they have so many of them. But they forget the size of the States. And
Yep.
it's like, if you live in the middle of nowhere, you actually have less anime conventions than Portugal. It's not like the States is like, yeah, I live in the country called States, so everything is close. And I can reach anime cons easily. No, that's not how it works.
I do know people who travel for better, bigger conventions.
Oh,
Hey, I
yeah,
think the audio cut out. Uh-oh.
on my side, I think it's fine. Someone in my chat is saying that every con is in California. Yeah, on my side, the sound is okay.
Hang on, I'm testing.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I hear both of you. Okay, my YouTube is working. Apparently my Twitch isn't.
Oh, yeah, that just reminds me that.
Yeah, I can't hear myself on Twitch. What is going on?
Oh, that's really strange.
Hang on.
That is really, really strange.
I should be able to hear myself on YouTube, right? I should be able to hear myself on YouTube, right? Yep.
On my
YouTube
stream,
works.
people say, yeah, they can hear both of us fine.
Okay.
Yeah, very weird because that it's only Twitch.
Yep. Man, how do you fix that without restarting the stream?
Yeah, it sounds like a really strange freak accident. I have no idea.
Yeah. That is really, really strange.
I can tell it's the first time I've ever heard about that happening.
Yeah, but like you can go to my Twitch, and I have it all unmuted. Because like if I click on your tab, I should be able to hear everything. If I restart the player, maybe.
I'm talking so that you can have some sound to hear if we are silent. Yes, you'll
Yep.
never hear anything.
Restart the player.
Yeah, you can hear, okay. I'm talking so that you can have some sound to hear if we are silent.
Wait, testing one more
You'll
time.
never hear anything. Yeah, test. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm talking so that you can have some sound to hear if we are silent.
Wait, testing one more time. Oh, now it works. What the hell? That is so weird.
Oh, let's go. I mean, as long as it's working. I mean, technology.
Hey,
is
Gil,
basically
what's
just
going on?
magic. Hello, people on Will's side.
You might be able to restart Twitch stream only. No, I have a big red end of stream button, and I know that'll kill the feed
Oh, okay.
across both platforms. This is the trouble with multi-streaming, I suppose. But
Yeah.
I clicked back, and it looks like it's working. So
Nice.
hopefully. But yeah, it is really odd. Gil, how have you been? I haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, and but we were talking about anime cons. Here we have, like, this next weekend will be the biggest one, and it's around 40,000 people attending.
Oh, wow.
But those who want to go for real big cons go, like, to Germany or France, but especially Germany. They have some insane stuff over there.
Yeah, I think most of our big ones are New York and California.
Yeah.
But those are like our biggest cities. Or biggest states.
And yeah, when Europeans are talking about the states, they forget that not everyone lives in New York and California.
Yep. Nope, those of us stuck in the Midwest. I think there might be one in Chicago, but I mean, Chicago is still even just a fraction of the size of, is big, but not like New York big or California big.
Yeah.
No, things are, that was a weird glitch.
Okay, and now I do gotta ask, that's another question. I have like my mental checklist of questions.
Yeah,
This is an important one.
yeah.
I know that we all have busy lives. Are you watching any ongoing anime nowadays?
I was, I need to finish, or I need to start part 2 of Dan to Dan with the the wife. I was watching that with her. Beyond that, I'm not watching anything. I do want to start that new one. May I ask one final thing? Because that looks really cool. I don't know if you've seen the clips of it. It's the pink-haired girl punching everyone.
No, I haven't seen that one. No.
Oh, okay. It looks really cool. I like pink-haired girls, and then she's like a badass that's like getting revenge on everyone who ruined her life by punching them. So I was like, okay.
Okay.
I can follow. I can dig.
Nice, nice.
And then I'm waiting for the Chainsaw Man movie to come out here in the States.
Oh yeah, same. Yes.
The new book just came out today, and I already got the Amazon notice. It's en route.
Nice.
So I'll be able to read Chainsaw Man today.
Well, I haven't. I've read a lot of works by that mangaka. I'm forgetting his name.
Fujimoto.
Fujimoto. Yes, I've read Sayonara Eri, Look Back, Fire Punch, but Chainsaw Man I'm anime only.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I started with the anime. The anime is really good, and then I was like, I gotta read the manga, and then I read through all of part 1, and I was like, oh my god, it's so good. And then
Yeah.
started on part 2, but like I feel like I'm so late because like people are watching like the fan translated stuff, so they're ahead.
Yeah.
So then it's like I want to be engaged in like Chainsaw Man discussions of like theory crafting and stuff about like different things going on, and then it's like, oh, but then this happened. It's like, spoilers, no. So I have to keep everything to myself.
Oh yeah, I get that. For me, when it comes to theory crafting, the main show that I follow, it's a small show no one knows. Have you heard about One Piece?
Yeah, I've heard about One Piece.
Yeah, well, I've been following that for ages. And
yeah,
now
you'd have to stay up to it,
Yeah,
to date with it.
exactly.
There's like 9,000 chapters.
Yeah, and I'm up to date. So, but yeah, main things I'm watching right now is the main thing is Gachakuta, which is releasing now. It's about trash.
It's about trash?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now it is a very interesting concept. I don't want to spoil, but this is like episode 2 stuff.
Okay.
Basically, if you give a lot of imagine this is your Warhammer brush, you love it, you take good care of it, and this is the brush that you keep with you. Then that brush gains power and it becomes your weapon.
Oh,
It's about,
okay.
People who treasure items and then the items get powers and things like that. It is interesting. It's like the new big mainstream thing.
Okay.
Sounds
Sounds cool. Oh, I forgot the other one I was watching was Kaiju number 8.
Oh, same. Okay. And have you watched it all?
No, I haven't.
Ah, okay. Because
I'm still in the first part.
Ah, okay. I finished because the second part finished like last week, and I finished. I like Kaiju number 8.
When you watch anime, are you a sub or a dub kind of guy?
Oh, sub.
Okay.
You're a dub?
It really depends. I think Chainsaw was subbed, but there's a couple of dubs that I think are pretty legendary. Like, because there's certain English voice actors I really like. So, Cowboy Bebop, I would probably watch that one dubbed. Full Metal Alchemist dubbed.
Okay.
Frieren, I watched dubbed.
Okay. Now it's my turn to feel shame and be shamed. Then it's worth it. I will love Freerun, but I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay.
I know the memes, I know Freerun, and everyone who knows me tells me you're going to love this show so much. It's 100% your style, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it is 100%. It's probably 100% your style.
Yeah.
If you like world building, which I'm assuming you probably do because you watch One Piece or read One Piece, it's another show that does world building incredibly well.
Exactly.
And the best part about it is it does show the passage of time, but it's not like a Naruto, like, and then there was a 5-year time gap, you know.
Yeah.
They skip, you know, a couple weeks here, a couple months here, maybe a year here or so, and it's not uncommon, but they have nice montages to go with it to show the passage of time, and it's an important theme with the show because Freeren's an elf and all her human friends keep getting old and dying, so they do a good job with that kind of stuff, and then showing how the world even evolves around Freeren. Because, like, when she's young and learning magic, everyone wears, like, Greco-Roman kind of clothes. and then 1,000 years later, it's more medieval era clothes.
Okay,
I
okay.
guess
Yeah.
the clothes that they wear now. So things like that are pretty cool.
Nah, definitely a banger. I'm quite confident in that. Even without watching it, I'm quite confident that I will really appreciate
I
it.
was annoyed that it lost to oh shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh, it lost to Solo Leveling for Anime of the Year. I
Oh.
thought that was a crime.
Yeah, I haven't watched Fear and I love it. Even without watching, I haven't watched Solo Leveling and I don't like it even without watching it. Sometimes you just get that vibe of like, yeah, you should only judge what you've watched, but I'm like, this does not seem up my alley at all.
Dragon Ball has the
Yeah.
best dub. The Dragon Ball's dub was alright, yeah.
Oh, I mean, if your chatter is talking about the Portuguese dub of Dragon Ball, then they're absolutely right. That thing slaps. I doubt it, but we have
I don't think my chat would have seen the Portuguese dub.
it's so legendary that we have scientific papers written based around the Portuguese dub of Dragon Ball.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like sometimes people talk about localization and things like that. Someone was saying that my eyes were shut. I need to change it. So sorry, I got distracted by chat. And thank you, Genuine Crosswoman, for pointing that out. Okay, but Dragon Ball, our dub. You know how nowadays everyone likes abridged stuff, like Dragon Ball
Yep.
abridged. And
Dragon Ball
our
Abridged is
dub-
legendary too.
Yeah, our dub was Dragon Ball abridged before that was a thing. I don't think the dubbers knew any Japanese,
Uh-huh.
and they were just making stuff up. they're like, oh, we need to wrap this fight quickly because after our fight starts, The Price is Right live here on Portuguese TV. They start breaking the fourth wall and talking about stuff like, oh, your hairstyle looks like insert certain Portuguese famous celebrity. It's very weird for that to be an official dub.
That's funny. That's like some of the dubbing they did in Digimon here. Or like I see clips of it, and now that I'm thinking about it, it might just be a meme. It might not be the actual dub because I didn't watch Digimon, but like the mom being like, "Oh, did you want some onion cookies?" Like saying like really weird, gross food combinations is like a snack for the kids coming home from school.
But yeah, there's definitely some.
And then like we had a children's network called 4Kids that would get anime licenses, and they would do the weirdest censoring. Like on one hand, okay, I could understand censoring some of the ecchi moments out of anime or swearing or the violence, but then like when it came to Pokemon, and it was like Brock feeding Munchlax a rice ball and onigiri, and then it was, oh, we gotta badly Photoshop a cookie over it instead.
Oh no, different culture. There's too much.
Yeah,
That's too much.
we can't show our kids different cultures.
Yeah, the 4Kids thing, we keep having those compilations where it's like, in One Piece, they censor Sanji's cigarette and they put a lollipop, or some tattoos that can be controversial. I have seen a lot of 4Kids compilations. Yeah, calling the onigiri a jelly donut.
Oh, it was a jelly donut, not a cookie. Yeah, but you know what I mean. It was something like that.
Yeah. I only know it because my chat is saying. I also forgot the exact reference.
There was also the meme of if 4Kids. Do you know what Elfin Light is?
Yes.
There's a meme of like if 4Kids got Elfin Lied, and it's just okay, Mr. Doggy, nothing bad will ever happen to us, and nothing ever did. The end, because that's all you could show.
Yeah, but I mean, the Portuguese dub of Dragon Ball, it's one of those things that on one hand it's legendary, On the other hand, I know some serious Portuguese voice actors who are like, everyone says that speak Portuguese voice acting, and we're trying so hard to do things right. Why does everyone just love the
meme.
the shit posting and not the actual? um, and I mean, it's a lot of the references were very like time sensitive. So now you watch Portuguese Dragon Ball, they're talking about celebrities, and you're like, I have no idea who these names are.
Yeah.
Like a TV show presenter or something. It's like,
it's
imagine
a time
having
capsule of its own making.
Yeah, imagine if you're watching Goku fighting Vegeta, and he looks like, oh, Vegeta, your hair looks like Jay Leno or something like
Yeah.
that. That's literally what we have. Someone is saying it's like the English stuff for ghost stories.
I've never seen it, but I'm familiar. It's the same
Yeah.
concept where it was like, okay, hey, let's just have fun, I guess, was the only objective.
Yeah.
So what was your first anime then?
Okay. Like, watching anime without knowing it was anime, it was probably Dragon Ball, because everyone in Portugal watched Dragon Ball. But the first anime that I was like constantly like, this is an anime, I want to watch a anime, it was Naruto.
Okay.
Naruto and then Death Note. Those were my first.
Does Avatar: The Last Airbender count as anime? Almost.
Yeah, it is a banger of a show, but I'm not sure if I would count it. It's very anime style, but
Yeah, I like Code Lyoko, but that's a French studio, so I wouldn't count it as anime.
okay, I haven't seen that yet.
It's okay. It was a goofy little cartoon that we had on the air here for a little bit. My brother really liked it. I don't watch it a whole lot. I thought it was an anime, and then I looked it up, and I was like, oh, a French studio? It doesn't count as anime.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, here, like in Portugal, everyone watched Dragon Ball and Pokemon. Those were the two. Yeah, and someone is saying in my chat, and it's true. Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball in any Latino country, Latin America, or like Portugal, Spain, it's like part of your culture. They remove your status as Portuguese if you haven't watched Dragon Ball when it was airing. It's like everyone was watching.
Oh yeah, that was Dragon Ball aired when I was in elementary school, so it was get off the bus, run home, and turn on the TV to catch what was happening on Namek.
Yeah.
To catch the latest episode. And it was just interesting to have a cartoon with continuity to it.
Yeah, exactly. It was not episodic. And for us, I think it was also not the first, but one of the first anime that we got like completely dubbed in Portuguese. So.
Oh, okay.
That also impacts. For I remember watching Doraemon as a kid. But Doraemon spoke Spanish, not Portuguese. We got the Spanish dub. That's why Europeans are good at languages.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is there much carryover between Spanish and Portuguese?
Oh, they're like, if someone speaks Spanish to me, I will understand everything they're saying.
Okay.
So there is a lot of common words. It is.
I know a little bit of Norwegian, and I mean a very little bit, but I met someone who was Swedish, and we were like enough to understand each other, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, in Canada, I was in the tournament. I met a player from Chile, and he was speaking. We did a test. He was speaking only in Spanish. I was speaking only in Portuguese, and we were able to have a conversation. That
nice.
That doesn't always happen, because I know some people almost everyone from Portugal understands Spanish, but some Spanish people get really confused with Portuguese because of some peculiar sounds.
Is Portuguese from Brazil and Portuguese from Portugal, is that pretty close too?
Yeah, oh, it's comparing Portuguese from Brazil and Portuguese from Portugal, it's not as close as British English and American English, but it's the same language. Some expressions may change a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
The
sure you can't use
pronunciation changes.
certain phrases or idioms or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Some idioms change, but the language is exactly the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
You. Oh, and that's another thing. When I say that there's not a lot of Portuguese people online, I was introducing myself as that. That's because there's a lot of Portuguese content creators who only speak in Portuguese, and they have a huge like audience from Brazil or everything. A lot of people make that conscious choice. I decided to go for English because the main reason is because of exactly what we are doing right now. Is because I know a lot of people from the Anglosphere, and I'm like, okay, if I'm streaming in Portuguese, I can do a collab with William. So you're
Nope.
the only reason, you specifically, no, I'm just joking, are the only reason why I stream in English.
That makes sense.
It is you and the other Williams that I meet along the way. The true VTubing is the Williams we meet along the way, I think.
Yes.
Let's turn on another light. Oh yeah, because that's another thing. I was also telling you how people here. I know some Portuguese VTubers. VTubing in Europe in general, there are some big VTubers, but you can tell that Asia and America, when it comes to VTubing, are definitely like
The
ways ahead in
powerhouses.
terms of popularity. Yeah,
Yeah.
powerhouses. America, Indonesia as well. I mean, Asia, Indonesia. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking Japan, Indonesia, America are powerhouses. In Europe, it's definitely still like you go to an anime con, you see someone selling VTuber merch, and you're like, oh, someone who knows VTubers. It's still that rare.
It's a shame because there's a couple of there's at least one big VTubing group in Europe, isn't there? Is it Brave or Globy or something like that?
Yeah, Globy is Europe centered. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Globy has also some male VTubers like Wilhelm, Komiyama Ambros. Yes, Globy is. But I mean, we have Globy, and I'm not sure if we have anything else.
Yeah.
But I think it will grow. I think it will definitely grow. I mean, and that's why I'm here. I'm here being a pioneer of Portuguese VTubing. Oh, no, Dr. Nova, someone is asking in my chat. She is Portuguese, but she's from V4 Mirai. So
From
she's
where?
Portuguese, but she's not from Globy.
Oh.
V4 Mirai.
Okay.
Dr. Nova. She's probably the biggest Portuguese VTuber. I mean, as I said, someone is asking, what are you guys assembling, or what's the finished product? Okay, I'm not assembling stuff. I'm basically painting one of these guys to look like this. I disassembled it, and I'm painting some of my Ultramarines. Wilhelm on the other side. I mean, it is the same name. Wilhelm is like it is the same name in different language.
Right. I did free run earlier, and I just finished taking Hakos Baelz off her support, so I need to cure these pieces next, and I have one more print I need to work on, so I'm gonna go grab that one.
Yeah, go ahead.
As soon as I put these away.
Yeah, I will.
Hold down the
when
fort.
you go out, gets entertained. Yeah. この番組はグランドスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Okay, be right back.
Yeah, go. Yeah, this is not my most productive painting session. My sausage head could never do miniature. You would be surprised at how far proper technique can carry you. Modern sausage hands, my hands, I mean, I'm just slow, and I thin down my paints a lot, add a lot of layers. I very rarely have to go super deep, super focus mode. This is way more accessible, and also we do this for the fun. If the figure looks 10 out of 10, great. If it doesn't, as long as you had fun painting them, that's what matters. Sausage hands and perfection. I mean, perfectionism overall can be a bad trait for a lot of arts. People assume it's good just because, yeah, we want to produce good stuff. But perfectionism in a lot of art as a hobby, as an enjoyment, can really detract from you, and sometimes you're just doubling down on some time needed details. Yeah, and often people mask procrastination as perfectionism. Like, I'm afraid, for example, I have a Ribot Gilliman. That's a really cool figure. And one way I could procrastinate is like, okay, I'm too scared of going to Ribot Gilliman, so I'm going to spend 10 hours on these guys, so I never get to it. I will only get to Ribot Gilliman when I get perfect. And I feel like some artists, and it's natural as a human being, use perfectionism as a coping mechanism and as a defense. They use perfectionism so they don't have to progress, because progressing is scary. Yeah, a perfectionist also can stop you from even starting. Definitely, like I play Go. I now am a small break from Age of Empires, but I do know Genoese crossbowman from Age of Empires. And if you want to improve on any competitive thing, like be it a sport, be it a game, you need to be ready to fail a lot. I usually say that the main difference I have between me and the best player in the world is that he lost way more matches than I did. Because he played more. Of course he lost more. People only focus on the victories and they forget how much failure is a part of progress. I'm not reading William's chat. I'm going full philosophical mode right now. I hope you're enjoying. I hope no one feels excessively called out. I know that Genoese is saying that resonates with him over on Twitch. I mean, and that's a thing, like perfectionism and things like that. Even for streaming, for streaming, that's a huge one. VTubers who postpone their debut because they are scared, and they should be scared because this... Okay, nowadays it's easier, but this is not something that is easy to start. Fear is natural. We feel fear for a reason. The problem is when we let that fear dominate our lives, and so many VTubers are scared of their debut, and instead of facing their fears and saying, okay, I'm scared and I'm going... No, they're like, okay, I need to wait on that commission. I need to wait on this emote. Oh, I can't debut without that model. Oh, I need to wait on this. And that's their protection mechanism. And when I say VTubers, that applies to all streamers. And at the end of the day, the faster you get your face out there, be it a virtual face or a real face, the faster you will fail, because failure is kind of inevitable, and the faster you will fail, the faster you will succeed. Yeah, as I said, I am 30, I'm not 50 years old, but I do know how to sound like an old guy. Back in
Yeah, he fooled me.
I was giving life lessons to your chat.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know what they are saying over there.
I think most of them are working.
Okay, no worries. Well, I hope that the life lessons while working were worth it. I was just talking about one thing that's a peculiar topic, is that when you're doing art, be it painting miniatures on everything, a lot of people get so focused with the idea of being perfect that they just don't do things.
Oh yeah,
and then they are locked out of it. Yeah,
I've gotten in my own head sometimes too about, oh, this isn't gonna be good. Why bother?
Yeah.
Especially, I've taken a lot of health breaks this year, so I've been trying to get like back into like regular content creation. It's been really difficult, and the strategy I tried to set aside for myself, and I still haven't followed through with it, but I was trying to think of like doing something easy and working up to something that might require more editing or more creation or more, attention. Start small and work your way up.
Yeah, because you're talking about that, and oh, someone is on my chat is saying, if I waited on a model, I'd have missed out on 2 years. Just do it. Yeah, because I was talking about how that applies a lot to streaming. A lot of people are like, I need to have the perfect debut, I need to have the perfect model, I need to have the perfect assets, and then they just use that because they are scared of debuting, and they use that as a shield. Like, oh, I can't debut until I have this model, I can't debut, and then the years go by, and the faster you debut, the more mistakes you'll make, and you'll learn from those. That was basically, this is the summed up version of the wisdom I was sharing during your break.
There was, yeah, I'm kind of glad I did a debut, but at the same time too, it's like, man, so many people, like you said, get stuck in their own head about it and get nothing done. And I've definitely made mistakes along the way. I had I guess a hater Twitter account that was like documenting my mistakes and tweeting them at me.
Oh man.
Yeah, and like, just like not getting audio levels right, or early collabs where our models covered up too much of the screen so you couldn't see what was going on. Mistakes like that. And I don't know if this guy was trying to help me out or just wanted to make fun of me, but I was like, oh, okay. And now that account isn't so active anymore.
Let's go! You won.
Yeah. So, and I'm sure I continue to make mistakes. And
oh yeah. I mean, I
learned from just doing. It's the best way to learn, is to try and see where your process ends up, and then figure it out from there.
Yeah, I just spent wait. My mind fumbled. I had what was I going to say? But no, I definitely agree that... Oh, I know what I was going to say. We talk about making mistakes. If you watch my VOD, I bet if you count the amount of time I spent with my hands outside of the camera painting, it is more than with and that's a mistake. But I mean, we're all still learning. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I really want 2 cameras for doing this, so that way I can capture where my hands are at all times.
Yeah, even someone who has like 1 million subs or something, they are also still learning. If they aren't, usually things will start going bad. When someone in a creative endeavor, you need to constantly explore and grow. I am getting, even though I'm just yapping and adding Macrag Blue, I am getting a nice coat of Macrag Blue on these figures.
Are they Ultramarines?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still a Warhammer normie. I'm very new to the hobby. It's like, ooh, I love the blue and gold color scheme. They are Ultramarines. They look cool. I'm going to paint them.
They are cool.
Yeah.
Did you play... I mean, you played strategy games. Did you play like Dawn of War or any of the other War
games? I played Dawn of War. The first one was really cool.
Yeah, the first one was great, and then unfortunately they made others.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the first one. I installed it recently, and it's funny. Often you can tell a strategy game is going to be great when the voice lines of the characters are delivered with passion.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, you click a unit, we are chaos, without, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be a good game.
I think StarCraft brought a lot of that energy initially too.
Yeah.
So many like StarCraft units have such iconic lines too.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Jacked up and good to go.
Yeah. Or the most inspiring Zerkot. That one. My life for Aya. Oh, or the classic. You must construct additional pylons.
That's a classic, yep. Yeah, Warcraft had good lines too. My favorite being Zug Zug.
More work? Off you go then.
Off we go then. Yes, me lord.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. And that's how I learned English.
Hey, what's up, Surly?
I would arrive to school, and hello, Surly, that's the name?
Cerulean in my chat. Yeah, he saw
Yeah, hello,
he
hello.
saw the crystals. This is this third unit I'm working on is Koseki Bijou,
Oh, nice.
and I have a clear resin that I can print her crystal base in. So that's what I'm
that
showing
looks
on this.
so stunning.
Unfortunately, the 3D printing process will make it a little cloudy, but if you put a layer of clear coat, it'll restore the translucency and you can get it to be crystal clear again.
Oh, that's really
But
cool.
that'll be up to the customer to do that work.
And I was just looking, I don't have any Koseki Bijou merch to show off. Too recent.
And it's her Devil May Cry outfit, so I've got the jacket and
Oh, nice.
katana.
Oh, her cover of "I Am the Storm That Is Approaching."
Oh, yeah.
That's such a good cover. That's such a good song.
Yeah, she's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, they are definitely charismatic. For me, the most insane experience I've had as a VTuber fan was probably the last time I went to Japan. It was around the time where Hosho Marin was making her first concert, her first solo live.
Oh, okay.
And there is a tower in Japan that's called Marin Tower. And they did a collab where they decorated the entire Marine Tower with things from Hosho Marin.
Oh.
And I went there and it was like, oh wow, VTubers are really mainstream here.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I have a picture. Okay, this is a fun story. I have a picture next to a one-to-one replica of Hosho Marin. But the picture was taken by a Japanese guy. I met him, I was doing some chit-chat and everything. And there was a lot of limited merch there at the tower. And I wanted to get it, and I got it. And at the end, my credit card got declined. It was the first time that happened in Japan, and I don't know why. And I was like, oh no, what do I do? And that Giga Chat who took the picture was like, oh, I can pay it for you, and then we just go to an ATM, and you give me the money. You take out the money and pay me with cash. They're like, oh, damn. And that's someone who I met like 2 minutes ago. And that's what we did. And he saved my he saved my bacon there.
Wow, that was really nice of him.
Yeah. And I actually hit him with I was not... I hadn't debuted yet, but I was very close. And I hit him with oh, did you know that I'm actually a VTuber? Pulls out secret superpower profile. Suge! Europa kara VTuber desu ne. Hi. I was like, yeah, very suge. Now leave a like, subscribe, and tell everyone else to do the same.
Tell everyone else to do the same, yeah.
No, but as I said, I definitely have some insane stories from out there.
Man, I should travel more so that way I have stories to tell on stream.
I have talked with people who like struggle with just chatting streams, and sadly, it doesn't have to be travel. But the best way to have just chatting topics is doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, if you just sit inside and watch anime and play video games all day, you're not gonna have much to talk about. And unfortunately, I can't talk about my work because so much of it is NDA. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Plus, my work's not that interesting anyway.
I mean, I remember that's an interesting topic because I remember knowing a friend of mine, and he has a really interesting life, like becoming the national champion of rowing and singing in part of a music. Like, I think his life is very interesting.
Right.
And he was talking to me, and he was like, "Oh, my life is so boring. I have no interesting stories. Your life is so cool, Nando." And I'm like, what are you talking about? You do so much cool. Like, that's just to say, of course, I don't want you to dox yourself, and I don't. But often works can be interesting if you frame it the right way.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, you actually have no, and you will tell me the work later, and I'm like, no, that's actually just boring.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, work is work, and I think a lot of people work. So
yeah.
I don't think people want to tune into a stream and hear about someone else talking about work when they come home from work. So
Yeah, especially when everyone can complain about work, I feel like, and it's natural. But if you do, I complain about what I work on. But if I tune into a stream and someone is complaining about their work, I'm like, no. If it's like someone who is talking about work, but like, oh, I did this stuff, it's really cool. If they are passionate, it's one thing.
yeah,
It's like, oh, I just finished my 9 to 5 job. I'm so tired. I'm like, no, no, no. I don't. I want to relate to the streamers, but not that much. That's not what I
Yeah,
want to
exactly.
hear right now. um, yeah, but I mean, even another thing that helps a lot with just chatting is this having hobbies.
yep,
People who have a lot of I'm definitely someone who explores a lot of hobbies and we take it for granted. We forget that there are people who don't know how to engage into hobbies.
yeah. Yeah, I've been thinking about trying to do more maybe educational content or at least reviewing 3D printing kind of stuff. I was even thinking about buying different types of resins and like, okay, let's print the same model, but we'll print it in like 5 different resins and see what like the best resin is and those types of experiments. I don't know if that would be interesting outside of the 3D printing niche, but it'd be interesting for me to make, I think.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. Whenever I think about projects like that for streaming, I think it's like there's no guidelines for streaming, so it is hard. And it's so easy to be like, is this the best idea ever, or will I just be wasting hours and hours of time for nothing? And you never know what's the answer. Like, and it's so hard to commit to projects in streaming, I feel like.
Yeah. The way the algorithm works though is you gotta make a type of content and keep making that type of content for the algorithm to start to go, okay, like William the Alchemist is the strategy VTuber, that's how you found me, you know, like that kind of stuff. So what I've noticed with like my game reviews on my YouTube channel is like my first few was like 40 and 80, like all under 100, and then I had one that hit over like 200. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. And then I have one that's over 1,000 views. So it's
nice.
it was over Heroes Hour, if you've ever played that on Steam.
Oh, I know the game. I haven't played it, but I know it very
fantastic game, recommend it. But my review on that hit over 1,000 views. But I mean, it's like some channels maybe could like make one well-polished video and put it out there and get like 10,000 views or whatever. I guess the niche matters in that. Like, like a true crime channel might hit off better than a gaming channel, just because of the size of gaming versus true crime on YouTube. But you know, like YouTube, I don't think I would have gotten 1,000 views on the Heroes Hour review if I hadn't done the other reviews, even for 50 and 80 views. But that was helping to reinforce the algorithm to recommend future videos out. So, you know, you might make a video and pull out a love and time and energy and thought and hope into it and get nothing, but you're laying the foundation to keep doing that so future projects succeed.
No,
if that makes sense.
I think that's a superb mindset to have. I'm actually thankful that we brought this topic up because this helps me. For me, I definitely felt a shift because a lot of things switched in how like my free time is, like a lot of things changed, and I got a bit burned out of Age of Empires, and it's kind of like, okay, this was my backbone. I had like a structure, and now it's gone. And you can tell that the algorithm is not happy with the structure being gone.
Yeah, and the algorithm also doesn't like us variety channels where it's like, oh, I'm going to play Atelier, I'm going to play Space Marine, I'm going to paint, I'm going to just chat. It's like, what the hell? How do I recommend this out to people?
And even I've heard a lot of streamers, even what we are doing in terms of collabing, I've heard that collabing can be very bad if you're just trying to optimize things. I'm like, but it's cool.
I don't care. It's fun.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll be honest. Collabing on my channel tends to perform the worst. I get the least views and the least concurrent viewers and the least views on the VODs afterwards. But I have a lot of fun with it. I mean, if I really wanted to just focus on growing, I would never collab and I would just play RimWorld only for the rest of my time. But I mean, I already have 3,000 hours on RimWorld. There are other games that exist, other games that I own I haven't touched that I want to play. So we're not gonna do just RimWorld only. But
at the end of the day, like the goal of a lot of us, like the long-term goal is for this to replace our 9-to-5 job or something like that.
Would be cool.
Long-time goal. Yeah, but it's like, okay, if I reach a point where my channel does grow, but it's all RimWorld, and I've grown to hate RimWorld, okay, I replace my 9-to-5 job with something that now I also don't enjoy doing.
Yep.
So what was the point?
Yeah.
I do think playing RimWorld is better than most jobs, though, but it's still...
It's the mentality behind it.
Yeah.
There's other... I need to put maybe a playlist of like some of the advice I've seen some other big streamers and YouTubers put out there. But something another streamer I watched said is like the grind on making content is like you can't stop. You can't have a break. You can't, you got to keep that momentum going. And it's like, man, I've had so many health issues this year. I had to take breaks. It's like, how am I going to get that back?
No, I can relate to that. In fact, I mean, I started the streaming. Basically, it was I had a very big health issue, which gladly resolved. It was like a heart condition that fully fixed, and I was like, okay, no more delays. I'm going to start streaming tomorrow. I was scared with that. It's like no more postponing things, but that just say that I can relate to having health issues. And I mean, consistency when you have a work beyond YouTubing and everything, it's just so hard.
Yeah. Yeah, my first channel grew a lot, and I think partly how it grew so much is like I was making weekly content, like a weekly edited YouTube video.
Yeah.
And I think that just performs pretty well in the algorithm. And then like now it's just been I can't even do a short weekly anymore. It's just been so hard to get myself to make stuff.
I'm like, okay, every Friday I want to stream Go, and that's an easy commitment. Everything just keeps popping up, and this Friday I won't be able to stream Go, and it's like even just 1 week, like the one weekly show I wanted to have, even that I can't keep up.
Yeah, I used to do
JRPGs
JRPGs on Sundays, and for some reason Sunday also seemed to be the day where everything wants to pop up and interrupt my my streaming desires.
Oh, someone is saying Rip Go. I will be streaming Go tomorrow instead, do not worry. But yeah, Friday I have con prep. The Portuguese con I'll be going, so no stream. But yeah, no, and even videos, I feel like there was a time where my biggest growth spurt was like I gained 40 subs, and it was basically I released 3 shorts in a week, like 1 video, and streamed like 3 times. And I was like, wow, I put a lot of effort into these shorts and everything, but it is definitely paying off.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, okay, but can I do this every single week? No. No, I can't. Let me just say hello to Connor on my side of YouTube.
Hello, Connor.
Yeah, shorts and... Go ahead.
I was going to say, one of my biggest growth months on YouTube was, I think I got like 80 subs in a month, and I did a short, I think, every day, streamed 3 days a week, and then I had a couple of, at least 1 edited video that month, and it was 80. I was like, oh man, that'd be great if I could keep that up.
Yeah.
Right now, my monthly growth is like 5. It's really stagnated,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, I get that. Mine is probably around the same, so I do definitely get it. And there's a lot of the meme. We are now being the living embodiment of a meme. I had a friend sending me this meme the other day. It's like YouTubers talking about their job, and it's someone like suffering and everything when all they do is actually like play video games. I mean, what you're doing, like, yes, we are just chatting and having a good time, but that's one of the reasons I respect a lot big creators who grew by their own effort.
Yeah.
To actually grow, the amount of effort and intelligence you have, because people who are growing are not just producing random content. They are not just, okay, I press live and today I want to do this, so I'm going to do this. No, they have a
Yeah, and
plan,
when they
have
upload, they're not
strategies.
uploading, Silent Hill F Part 92,
Yeah.
it's a little bit more curated than that.
Oh yeah, I played probably the only narrative-driven game I played. We've talked about strategy RPGs, and I streamed all of Disgaea 7.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, you could tell that like at the end it was just like one or two viewers, because I mean, who wants to click in episode 14 of Disgaea 7?
Yeah, and it's hard to start a new narrative game. Like when I started Atli or Yumiya earlier this year, and I had a lot of my audience who also wanted to play the game. They're like, "Hey, stopping in to say hi, but I want to avoid spoilers." It's like, oh,
Yeah.
well, crud. Okay.
Many people
Oh, you cut out.
is the Hollow Knight
Oh, there you
hype,
are.
and you're playing it now, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I am playing Hollow Knight.
I haven't played it yet, but I do know a lot of people. A lot of people who avoided streamers streaming Silk Song.
I'm trying to avoid Silksong right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard because there's a content creator I like watching sometimes, and when he plays Silksong, he's playing with a guide. So it's it's like I'm going to be spoiled if I watch anything.
Yeah. Oh, someone is asking what's our favorite faction. I'll give you a cookie if you can guess mine. Okay, Connor, I'm going to guess your favorite one is Adeptus. No, you said Biomass. Oh, if you said Biomass, it's
What's up, Pun?
the Tyranids. And hello, Mr. Pun. My favorite faction, you can see I'm painting Ultramarines. What's your favorite faction, by the way? Of
For
Warhammer.
Warhammer?
40K.
Space Marines, favorite chapter would be Crimson Fist. And if you had to tell me to
Okay.
pick someone other than Space Marines, I really like the Death Corps of Krieg. I have 2 of the Krieg books I'm reading through right now.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, those guys are psycho, and I love them. And their backstory is
if-
really cool.
If I wasn't Space Marines, I would be for sure Adeptus Mechanicus, because I'm a mechanical engineer, so it makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, if I had to go for something more Xenos, maybe the Space Boomers. I'm pulling a blank. Why am I forgetting the name? The Necrons.
Oh, uh-huh. Those guys are cool.
Yeah.
Lore-wise, at
Space
least they're
Boomers.
cool. I don't think I'd
Yeah.
ever play them.
Yeah, same. Oh, I've played Warhammer like once or twice. I'm definitely here for the painting and the lore.
3-hour menu segment. Yeah, that'll happen with Yumiya, too. Or any strategy game.
Yeah.
I'm slowly... My wife has been showing interest in 40K stuff.
Oh, nice.
So I told her that she should get Rogue Trader because she liked Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah, Rogue Trader seems. I haven't played it yet, but it seems really cool.
Is a very fun game. There's another Krieg book. There's the Siege of Vrax, which I guess I consider a Krieg book, and then there's Krieg, which is the history of Krieg. Those are the 2 I'm reading through right now. I guess the Siege of Vrax starts with Kriegsmarines, and then it escalates into a full-on Inquisition investigation with Chaos invading.
Nice. I haven't read that much yet. I've read the Eisenhorn books and the great work of Belisario's Call. I still need to read all the classics like the Horus Heresy and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely new to the hobby.
There's so much there. She was reading the Helldivers books and then was like, "Oh, how many Warhammer books are there?" And I was like, a lot." She's like, "Oh, which ones are you reading?" I'm like, "These two, but they only focus on this one faction."
Yeah, I've had some people asking because I'm definitely more of a fantasy guy than a sci-fi guy. And they ask me, okay, then why do you play Warhammer 40k and not the Warhammer Fantasy? And for me, the main reason is while I feel like there's so many banger, like huge fantasy settings out there. I mean, Lord of the Rings is the main one, but even nowadays, we had Wheel of Time. There's a lot of them. I feel like in sci-fi, like there's, of course, Star Wars, Star Trek, and everything, but there's not that many huge franchises. And I was like, I need more sci-fi huge franchises. I'm going to go into Warhammer.
I think
That
40k's grimdark setting and being, hey, we're in the year 40,000 and the scale of things, like the time for things and the amount of lives, like born, lost, and toiling in this the total war setting of the universe and like the galactic scale of everything is like you'll have sci-fi, but like I don't even think Star Wars, comes close to the scale that 40k offers.
Oh, I agree. I agree. Yeah.
Gaunt's Ghost is great. Oh, I should read that one.
No, I definitely agree that 40k is is one of the and it's I think that's something that's good about 40k is that okay, they set out on a mission, we are going to be the Grimdark, and they just stuck to it.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, it is Grimdark.
Yeah, I think
things are
Warhammer Fantasy is just too close to the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, exactly.
It feels so generic. It's not like Warcraft, which is also generic fantasy, but has broken away in different ways, I think, in some of the storytelling to be different enough.
And yeah, well, I mean, when I was a kid, like the other people were idolizing this or that wrestler or soccer player, I was like, Illidan and Arthas, they are my two. If I look at my notebooks when I was younger, they're full of scribbles of both Illidan and Arthas. They were like, when I grow up, I want to be, what do you want to be? I remember in school, there was this thing, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I was like, a blacksmith. And they're like, what? And I was like, yes, it's a profession in one of my video games, so I want to be it.
Yeah.
Definitely a nerd since young.
You could still be a blacksmith.
True, that is true. I mean, I'm a mechanical engineer. That's
a pretty modern blacksmith in a way.
Yeah, exactly. I have worked with metalworking in a workshop, and it was like 6 months that I spent working there, and it was quite the experience. The worst part was definitely witnessing some people getting injuries. Yeah, heavy machinery, like, and it doesn't need to be heavy, like something like a lathe or
God,
a milling machine.
Rotating equipment are just so dangerous. Yeah.
When I see someone with their long hair untied getting close to a rotating machine, my heart skips a beat.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? No! Do you know how it? No! Get away!
I worked with a guy when I was like training who wore a tie into these factories, and I'm like, bro, you're insane. Like, I get it, you want to be dressed nice because it's a good presentation for the customer, but it's dangerous to wear a tie into these places.
Yeah, even gloves in a lot of machines are like, never wear gloves. Gloves can be...
Don't wear rings.
Yeah, rings, necklaces, bracelets.
A tie is crazy, that will snag. Yup. Yeah, it will. I knew another guy. Well, I don't want to tell gross stories, but There was a guy who became a safety example because he stepped somewhere he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And yeah. So when I when I was getting trained, it was like, all right, you look but don't touch.
Yeah. For me, even like I see some people not wearing safety goggles, and that for me is enough.
Oh yeah.
Like when I'm working at the late, I'm the kind of person we've talked about figure painting. Is like, oh, I don't see good. Let me get my head up close, and then I hear ping, and it's like a small shard of metal hitting my glasses. I'm like, yeah, it's not going at that much speed, but it is very warm, and if it gets in your eye, it won't be a good experience.
Oh, I did have a moment when I was a kid. I was in like middle school, putting together my first Space Marines, and I was using snippers to get him out of the sprues, and I shot a piece of plastic into my eye. And thankfully, I was able to grasp it and pull it out without blinking or causing any further damage. But then I was like, okay, I'm going to wear my glasses when I work on these.
Yeah. I get it. They are uncomfortable. I get it. Sometimes the workshops get super warm and you get your face and your eyes all sweaty. I would still rather have sweaty eyes than
no eyes.
No eyes, exactly.
I've seen a bunch of videos where they have the shard of a saw wedged in their goggles. Oh yeah, I've seen those too.
Same.
Or the angle grinders or whatever they're using.
Oh, angle grinders are so... Like, there are some, like, chainsaws, angle grinders, those things.
Yep. Then I've heard about accidents that it's like, yeah, no amount of PPE would have prevented that.
Yeah.
Most of those are just people not paying attention.
Yeah, and a lot of them can be due to overconfidence.
Yeah. Well, I did a woodworking class over this weekend, and the instructor, was, showing us, all right, goggles, gloves, all this stuff, and, all the PPE. But he was telling a story about when the first time he had gotten an injury was like 10 years into the hobby, into the profession. And when he was at the ER, the doctor told him, was like, yeah, I don't see young people where it's like their first time around a bandsaw or something like that. All the woodworking injuries they saw was old people who had just gotten who got complacent.
Yeah, I've heard the exact same. It's like you get complacent, you get overconfident, and sometimes, and that's even worse. It's one thing to get complacent. I feel like some people start getting too much pride, and it's like, oh, I'm too good to need to use equipment.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, you're not too good. You're just stupid.
The equipment doesn't care how good you are.
Yeah.
The knives are still sharp and the blades are still fast, or whatever else you're working around.
Yeah.
Heard a story about a guy going to use one of those sanding stations. I don't know if you've seen them, but like the sandblasting, you have to stick your arms through to use the things. Well, I didn't realize that those generated so much static electricity. You have to ground yourself before you go into one.
Oh, wow. I also didn't know that.
Yeah. So there's a belt that you have to put on to ground yourself to neutralize the static electricity that you're generating in this machine. And young engineering intern went to use the machine for the first time, stuck his hands in the gloves, turned it on, and the static electricity was so strong it zapped him and shot him back.
Damn.
Didn't hurt him, but it was like, yeah, that's why you wear that belt when you use that machine. I was like, huh.
And that's a PSA. Become a VTuber now, because those injuries. I mean, you can be I know some VTubers who do like woodworking and things while they are VTubing, but for most of us, it is a safe job.
Well, I have an X-Acto knife, so.
Okay. The worst thing I have paint. I'm not eating it. I'm not sniffing it, so I think I'm safe.
Yep. You're not drinking it.
Not drinking it, no. My water bottle is clearly different from my ink cleaning water.
I always underestimate static electricity, specifically with my PC. Oh, no.
Oof. I work like in robotics. We often have to like I'm a mechanical engineer. I'm not an electronics, but I work with a lot of people from electronics. And if you didn't do the proper precautions of reading yourself of static electricity, they will yell at you. So I'm used to, because it's like, okay, you have a tiny bit of electricity on you, but if you touch the wrong component at the wrong spot, you're
Yep.
going to fry some things that can be quite expensive. So
Yep. I haven't killed my PC. I just don't worry about it. Oh, I had a time. I started worrying about it. When I told you my first computer I built was to play Counter-Strike, and we did LAN parties. And I'm talking about we're bringing giant CRT monitors and bringing up these huge towers to play
Nice.
computer games. And I remember I was walking over to turn on my friend's computer, and it was a carpeted floor. It was winter, so cold, supercharged air. And just walking across the floor, I reached for the power button. I didn't touch the power button, but I saw a spark jump from my finger to the power button, and then his computer
Wow.
turned on. And I was like, that was magical. But then it was like, oh, I'm going to, now that I've seen static electricity do that, I'm going to be way more careful building my computer.
yeah. Oh yeah, like messing up or having something, it's definitely the best way to learn your lesson.
Yeah.
Okay, another question, because we're talking about a lot of nerd stuff like Warhammer, lands, and everything. Did you ever got into trading card games?
Yes.
Okay, Magic the Gathering or someone else?
Yeah,
Something
Magic
else?
the Gathering. Spent way too much
Okay.
money on that.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
And I just sigh because the game just isn't what it used to be. And it's just hard to watch. Have seen the downfall.
Yeah,
I say
aren't you happy
downfall
with
even though the Final
SpongeBob?
Fantasy set was record-breaking sales for them. It's it's just not the same game it used to be.
Yeah. What do you mean? I remember fondly as a kid playing my SpongeBob Magic the Gathering cards, and then my opponent played Spider-Man to defeat my SpongeBob.
Yeah, and then I block with Captain America and cast I don't know.
I think one of the next ones is Dwight from The Office. They're adding The
Yeah,
Office.
they're doing a The Office Secret Lair, which I don't care so much. The Secret Lairs are I thought were supposed to be just like alternate arts of cards.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not too mad about that. It's when they do whole on sets.
Yeah, whole sets like the Spider-Man. And I mean,
Which at first it was like, I wanted to eat my hat on it because like I ended up buying the Final Fantasy cards because I do like Final Fantasy, and talking to the game stores, they've sold out of the Final Fantasy stuff. So like, it was like, okay, it looked like Final Fantasy was going the right way, and then immediately after they're like, all right, now the Spider-Man set. And then the problem with Spider-Man is there's AI artwork, even though they won't admit to the AI artwork. There's but like you and I probably feel the same way about AI, but like the general population,
Yeah.
is, as you said, they don't like AI, especially in Hasbro, because they got in trouble with using AI artwork in Dungeons and Dragons rule books. So
yeah.
it just felt, whereas Final Fantasy felt like it had tons of love and heart and energy poured into it. Like the Spider-Man set felt so phoned in that
Like
it was like.
those. Go ahead about it.
Finishing my thought is just the universes beyond stuff, the alternate universes or whatever crossover events. Like, I thought it was a dumb idea because it cheapens the IP, and then the Final Fantasy
Yeah.
set sells really well, so it's like, oh, okay, maybe it's a good idea. And then they immediately flop with the Spider-Man set. It's like, okay, hang on, maybe I wasn't that too far off.
Yeah. And I know some people who started playing actually because of the Final Fantasy. And for
Yep.
example, if it's Final Fantasy or even Lord of the Rings,
Yep.
it kind of fits, it kind of matches. Even though
Yep.
I would prefer Magic the Gathering to just be Magic the Gathering, I'm like, okay, this is not that bad. But then when I see
Hey, what's up, Christian?
something like Spider-Man, it feels like yeah, that really breaks my immersion and my vibe of the game.
The Magic Spider-Man collab flopped. Yep. Very low attendance to the pre-release and release events. Very low attendance to standard events afterwards. Scalpers who scalped crates of the boxes thinking it was going to sell like the Final Fantasy set and there would be the demand like the Final Fantasy set. Oh, hey, what's up, Viz? Now the scalpers are like trying to sell the Spider-Man boxes at cost
on
now.
That part I'm happy. That's the only thing that makes me happy.
Oh yeah, when scalpers lose, I'm happy. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one thing that makes me like, okay, that's the good thing about this set. The only.
But they're doing a third print run of the Final Fantasy set. I mean that one's just been insane with how successful it was. How's the building? Good. I'm working on a Bijou print right now, and Nando is working on his Ultramarines.
Working very slowly.
It is slow.
But nonetheless working. And working not in a very I'm usually very methodic, like, okay, I've done this, not that. Today I'm just like, I'm yapping, I'm not focusing on the paint, and I'm like, okay, this needs more, this is another layer. This needs this, I'm just going vibe today, I'm vibe painting.
Just make sure you give your layers time to dry.
Oh yeah.
I had that
I am doing.
When I was getting back into painting, and I can't show her on stream for certain reasons, but I had a model I was painting, and because of how she's not dressed, I was using a lot of flesh paint, and I thought I had finished one coat, so I went back to start working on a second coat, but it was partially dried, so I ended up just like peeling it instead of like actually painting paint on, and I was like, okay, I need to like set it down, let her dry, and I'll come back to it.
Yeah. No, it's, and you feel like the instant regret, like, oh no, I did something wrong.
It's not too bad with painting because you can always just put more paint on it to cover it up.
Yeah. True.
But it was just a moment of, oh, I won't be able to do much more until everything is dry.
Yeah, I know someone who like primered the figure last night and today it wasn't ready. Who could that be?
Slow and steady wins the race, but so do the yappers. Yep. Twitch Daddy was like, nah. Wait, did you get an ad?
Damn.
How's Rocky? Rocky's good. He was barking earlier. Now he's asleep.
Yeah, very active earlier. Yeah, but Magic the Gathering is... I was like sometimes when I'm doing other stuff, I have videos in the background. I was watching. I wonder if you know, many Magic the Gathering players have asked the what's the name? Talarian community, like the professor. I don't know if you know his content.
I'm familiar with him. I don't watch much of his stuff. The only Magic creator I watch right now is Bosch and Roll.
Okay. I don't know that one.
He just he does daily uploads of playing Eternal formats, so he plays a lot of Legacy, Vintage, and Modern.
Oh, nice.
And I used to play a lot of Modern, so I watch him for that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, Modern was my main format.
Nice.
By far.
And then they banned Birthing Pod, and I've not really cared about Modern since.
I haven't played in quite a while, but I mean, I think it's, as you said, the current state of the game and everything just deletes a lot of the hype.
Yeah, I've seen the Baldur's Gate decks for Magic. I think they're cool.
Oh, I literally today I was watching the video of a video on Magic, like top 5 most broken strong planeswalkers, and I remember the number 1 was from Baldur's Gate.
Which Planeswalker was in Baldur's Gate?
Wait, was it Baldur's? Yeah, I think it was in Baldur's. Maybe I'm misremembering. The guy with the squirrel.
Oh. Minsc and Boo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they are strong.
Yeah, they were saying that card is completely broken.
I don't know about completely
Yeah,
broken, but very strong.
yeah. There are some. Yeah, what's the name of the guy the food guy? I keep forgetting his name. The
Uh
planeswalker
oh,
generates food
Oko.
token. Oko, exactly. Yeah, that one. That's a staple if you're talking about
Broken
broken
planeswalkers.
planeswalker. Yeah.
Only because he got banned in every format he was in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, back in my day, it was just Jace the Mind Sculptor was the most broken planeswalker.
Yeah, exactly.
Back in the Zendikar days.
My first Magic the Gathering cards were like were fourth edition.
Wow.
That's when so I was very young since I'm 30. Fourth edition, I was really young.
Yeah, I was in middle school and I think I was buying Scourge Onslaught was the expansion,
Oh yeah.
which was cool because it was all tribal. Kindred is what they call the mechanic now, but back in the day, it was tribal was the mechanic. So it was white was soldiers, blue was wizards, red was goblins,
Yeah,
green was
red
elves, and black was zombies.
Yeah, I remember. I red was my main color, so I remember the goblins quite well.
Actually, I think it was goblins and dragons. I think there was some dragon synergy back then too.
I think so. I mostly played goblins.
Some of those goblins are still really good cards to this day, and they haven't been reprinted, so they're very expensive.
Okay, let me check my my stats after
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's another thing when it comes to any card game. Like, there's casual players, there's business collect people who do it like a business.
Yeah.
There's people who collect but not as a business, they just want to have all the cool arts. It's like miniature painting as well. You can play the game, you can just
I never play, but it's fun to listen to, especially when the boys are fighting over lands and magic stuff. Oh, well, then you should listen. I should stream my Commander games because we argue all the time.
Oh yeah, I remember, like when you have a group and you play always with the same group. I remember there was one time we were so tired of a lot of strong mono white decks. It was like, okay, for this month, the white color cannot be played.
Oh, wow.
In the game. It was like when you start getting home rules and things like that, like not game-changing rules, but things like no one will play if you use that card because we're tired of it.
There is I have a group of British guys that I play Commander with, and one of them has a deck that uses the new Ultima creature as a commander, and it's so oppressive that everyone in the group is just like, yeah, no, if you play Ultima, I'm going to scoop. I'm just not going to play with you.
Yeah. I remember I did a deck for Commander Free for All, where my only goal was to make myself as hard to kill as possible. I didn't care about winning. I wanted to be as annoying. Like, okay, if you want to target me, you have to pay to attack me. If you want to do something, I just wanted to be as annoying as possible. It was my actual intention with that deck.
That's funny.
We reached that point.
I do play cards like that in my decks. Like if I have white, I'll play Ghostly Prison. If I have blue, I'll play Propaganda.
Yeah.
And then the new Final Fantasy card, they added Yojimbo, and he has a similar effect too. So like some turns, it could be like, oh, it costs 6 mana just to declare one attacker against me.
Yeah, exactly.
So then my friends just started building decks where they deal damage that doesn't require attacking.
Yeah. That's what's cool about having a group. It's like you build a deck, then they build a deck to counter your deck, but then you change the thing.
Or
Like,
they
you
add a
develop your
card
own
to
meta.
counter an effect. Like I run into issues now. There's too many cards that it's like Stigma Lasher, or what's the new one, Screaming Nemesis, where it's if this creature deals damage to a player, that player can't gain life for the rest of the game, and it's like, oh, my whole deck revolves around me gaining life. That's beautifully
Yeah,
crafted. Thank you. This is it's 3D printed, so I can't take too much credit. But I was trying to get a look at her chin because I think there's a couple of spots I'm gonna need to spot cure, but I need to cure her first. Yeah, there's like I think there's some air bubbles in the resin. Yeah, you can see it in the light, and then it blurs, of course. Anyway, I'm gonna have to fill in Bijou's chin a little bit.
I remember you're talking about like resin, and I mean, we're talking about stuff that melts and everything. When I studied at uni, metal, like what's the name in English? Like
Metallurgy.
yeah, metallurgy, but in specific, when you melt metal and pour it into a mold, like foundry stuff.
I get foundry makes sense.
Yeah, fusing metal, pouring it into a mold, and it gets the shape. When I was studying that, they were like, okay,
Oh, thank you.
all calculations. So yeah, thank you as well for the compliment, Viz. When they teach me, they're like, our calculations and maths and models are so bad that what we do, like industry standard, is that we pour one part, like we pour the metal, we see what went wrong, and then adjust accordingly. It's like there's no way to predict. It's so unpredictable. It's like, okay, are the bubbles forming there? Then change this. Are the bubbles forming here? Then change that. It was like, just mess it up and see what goes wrong and keep changing things.
There is some level of that, kind of like to the resin, but it's more like how did it deform or where did it fail, and then you have to go back in and recalibrate your settings to accommodate for those failures in the process. Excuse me.
Okay. No worries.
All right, I got like 2 more pieces to do for Bijou. Hang on.
Yeah. I have infinite things to do on Warhammer, but I don't have infinite stamina. So when you do run out, if you want, usually that's one thing I forgot to do in this collab, giving some behind the scenes. I'm usually like, okay, for how long do you want to go? We completely forgot to talk about that. We just hit go live, and here we are. Okay, were you listening to me? No, he wasn't.
Oh, enjoy the rest of your day at work, Viz.
Yeah, and Lehman Russ, let's go.
We are Gucci. I'm glad to hear from you. Have a good rest of your day at work.
I was just talking before I realized you didn't have your headset on.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
No, don't worry. No, it was on my behalf. We talked about like, yeah, let's go live. We completely forgot to talk about, okay, how long will we go for?
Oh, yeah, we're closing in on about 3 hours, which is normally how long I normally stream. So.
Yeah, exactly. I can keep going, but I do feel like, okay, if I keep going for too long, the fatigue will take over.
If you're saying you want to wrap things up, that's good by me, because my next step on my process is to cure, and that's me standing over a UV station.
Yeah, I'll let you. You have like 1 or 2 more things to go. Finish up your stuff, what you're doing, and then. And thank you so much for the follow. I can see the name. It was Viz. Thank you for following on my side. But yeah, if you want to wrap it up after you set that up to cure, for me it's absolutely fine.
Okay.
I already had a great time.
I had a great time too. I'm sorry I didn't get to join you on painting.
No worries.
The primer didn't want to play ball, but I'm glad I had a plan B, and this is actually going to help me out with what I needed to do, because I have to travel the next week-ish, so being able to get these off their supports and cured so I can ship them out is actually going to help me out a lot.
Yeah, that's one thing. Now that I'm off of Age of Empires, I've been doing a lot more of things that are productive for me on stream.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's so it's like, okay, even if I don't have a lot of viewers, at least I did something that I actually had to do or wanted to do. I don't have to paint minis, but I like to. So I'm just focusing on.
I know some people who'll do their editing on stream too.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
For their video content creation, or even some other channels that I watch that do like the Marvel Rival stuff, like the reacting content. They'll react to it on stream, and then they'll edit the stream down into a separate video for later. That's the best formula, is where you can take your stream and edit it to
Yeah.
a standalone watchable video, so that way someone doesn't have to watch a whole 9-hour stream to get to the content.
I like how there's like the biggest stage of Empires player Hera. I watch his stream sometime, and he's like, "Okay, this is going on YouTube. Let me put on my YouTube voice."
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
like stream, but like, "Well, hello everyone on YouTube, and today we're watching this match or something," and like he knows, okay, this is about to be a cool match or something. Let me go into YouTube video mode, and that's it.
When I watch like Hearthstone creators and Tim the Tatman, when he does the Marvel Rival stuff, I think he records a separate intro for the segment that he watched on stream. But yeah, it's pretty much the same idea.
Yeah. And now that's another, man. I miss when Blizzard was. You talked about Hearthstone. Now I missed when Blizzard was like the gaming company.
Yep.
This is ending up being the bittersweet stream. Magic the Gathering, remember that? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
now the company. Yeah, StarCraft, remember that game?
Yeah.
Uh,
I just need to get this edge.
I'm going to reassemble my figure just to see how it looks. Added a bunch of Macragge blue, but I mean that's what you get for picking Ultramarines.
Yeah, the Crimson Fists were more darker blue, like a more navy blue, and then red gauntlets.
Yeah.
They were really cool. But when I played, they had a commander character that was, gosh, I want to say he had like a 2+ invulnerability save and like 5 wounds, so he was like hard to kill.
Nice.
And that's the only reason why I liked him. It was like, oh, this dude can soak so much damage. But when it came down to it, his other stats were like base Space Marine level in terms of offensive power, you know. So like his weapon skill and ballistic skill weren't anything crazy, and he just had a regular power fist. So it was like, okay, not anything to write home about. But it's like, yeah, he'll lead the charge and soak all the damage.
Yeah, that's another thing. A lot of people nowadays forget, like, it is important for things to just be cool. Who cares if it's not like the most meta or something? It is cool, and that's what matters.
That's what matters to a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't know if you played like the Dark Souls games and stuff, but there's
Oh yes. I played a lot of Dark Souls.
there's a trend where like or a meme, I guess, where you call it fashion souls, where you'll wear weapons and wear armor that might not be the best min-max in terms of like damage absorption or whatever, but because it looks the coolest, that's why you put on the top hat and everything, you know?
Yeah, fashion souls, yes. I mean, I also played Warframe, and they do say that the true endgame of Warframe is fashion frame.
I've heard fashion frame before.
Yeah, fashion. But yeah, Dark Souls, Dark Souls 1 is one of the games I've played the most. I really enjoy Dark Souls 1.
Oh, nice. I played World of Warcraft a lot, but the last year or so I spent playing World of Warcraft was transmog hunting.
Oh yeah, transmog.
Where it was just like, all right, I'm going to experience the old raids and old content and old questing and stuff that doesn't get touched anymore because it had unique looking armor, and I just wanted to dress my Blood Elf in different armors, you know.
Yeah. Oh, and sorry, Surzon, I just read your message, but I missed it, so now I don't have any context. Okay, but I'm happy with I didn't do a lot, but definitely did some progress on the Macragge blowing up this guy. It was a good idea. I think it was a good commitment to just turn off my brain and go for Macragge blue, because I think that's the most brain dead part of this, so I'm glad I didn't go for any details today.
Yeah, details you probably don't want me yapping in your ear so you can focus better. Though I gotta say, I think is that a Melta-gun? I think that looks pretty good so far.
Oh yeah, the gun, I did it last stream. I was really happy
Yeah, it looks good.
Thank you, thank you. I decided to just focus. Like, as I said, I don't think I'm, like, considering especially that I'm starting, I'm happy with my painting skills. I'm just very slow.
Yeah, slow and steady wins the race, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look good.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, today was mostly, and of course things do look different on camera compared to my own eyes. I look at this through the camera and like I'm seeing things I can't see with my two own eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, when I do painting streams, it's the same thing. Like, it'll look nice on camera, and then I look from my OBS preview to what I'm holding in my hands, and I go, oh, crap, it looks worse.
yeah, exactly. Definitely. No, but it was fun, and as I said, the main goal, the figures were a part of it, but the main goal was to yap. And I do have to say, I think we accomplished that mission.
We definitely did, yeah. And like I said, I'm sorry I didn't get to paint with you, but working on these 3 models was important, so I'm one step to getting them out the door to my customers.
No, I'm glad it was productive, and yeah, we're reaching the 3 hours mark. I'm not sure if you have anything you would like to add or something. If you want to promote, like, you're going on a world tour, or
No. I guess what I really wanted to promote was what I was planning on painting was the Virginia model. Is going to be a giveaway model for the month of October. Once I finish painting her, so hopefully I'll have her painted maybe next week. I don't know. We'll see what my free time looks like when I start my new job. But my goal is to work on getting her painted, and then it'll be a model I'll give away. So I'll have sign-up details later.
I was about to ask, what are the sign-up details later?
Yeah, I haven't started the campaign yet, but it'll be through vast.gg. I've seen them do other giveaways before. They seem pretty legit. Excuse me.
Okay.
It was actually serendipitous that they had reached out to me because I had thought about maybe giving away like a 3D model just to like draw attention to the 3D printing store or something like that. And then they're like, hey, we want to help you do a giveaway. It's like, wow, I haven't even said anything on stream. So
nice.
It all just worked out. The timing just worked out perfectly. And the social media, whoever runs the account has been really helpful with helping me figure out what to do and how to do it. So as soon as I have the thing painted and ready, I'll be ready to announce it, but I don't want to announce it till I have her finished painting, because then it's like there's a potential for something, but you don't know what it's going to look like yet because I haven't made it yet.
In Portugal, we always say don't put the cart in front of the horses.
Yep.
The carriage in front of the horses, like one step at a time.
Yep.
Yeah, but no, and I think I think that the giveaway is really cool. I probably won't sign up just for the base reason because I want other people to win it, and I always win giveaways.
Oh.
I don't know why. Like,
must be a nice superpower.
Yeah, it is. I very rarely use it because I feel like it's one of those powers that if I abuse it, I will lose it, like the golden egg story and things like that. But I've entered like 6 giveaways and won 5. Which is...
Wow.
Quite
That's a pretty good record.
I have some Albedo figures from Overlord. I have a shirt from a streamer. I had some random giveaway stuff. A headset.
That's cool.
Yeah, but on... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think I won a giveaway from Viz and got a Chibi model. And then someone else, I got a looping animation, and I don't use that animation anymore. But I've entered a lot more and not won those, so I think you've got a better track record than I do.
Let's go. And some of, like, just a quick story, I don't want to yap on forever. The Albedo figure I won was from a collector that I met in Belgium while watching a concert.
Oh, cool.
I went to watch Ado. I don't know if you know the singer, Japanese.
Yes. Is that No, that's not Usewa.
Yeah, that's Usewa, yes.
Oh, that is the right singer. Okay.
Yeah, I went to watch her live in Belgium, and I met a Norwegian figure collector.
Oh, that's so cool.
And the Norwegian figure collector did a giveaway, and I won. And it's like, hey, it's the guy from the concert. Oh, but yeah, on my end, there's nothing big to promote. I'll just be on the Anime Con this weekend, cosplaying and promoting the Game of Gold, the board game. And then next week I'll do a stream about it, about the event. It's going to be nice. Like I'll be on stage talking to people, saying, "Hey, I like to play this game. This is fun." But that's in terms of online. There's nothing huge on the horizon. Had a very nice collab today, but other than that, I'm going to have to see what my future plans are.
Yep, same here. Starting a new job, don't know what my schedule is going to be, so a lot of stuff up
Yeah.
in the air.
Yeah, and good luck on the new job.
Oh, thank you.
It is always a huge life-changing thing.
Yeah, hopefully I don't have to get another new job for the rest of my life.
Oh.
I'd like to find a place I can retire at, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's where I feel the age gap between us. I can sound old, but I mean retirement, I'm still a bit far away from that.
I'm not that much closer than you. I'm only 5 or 6 years older than you.
You're like, I'm actually 67. I was putting my young lad voice.
67? You did the
Oh, I
meme.
forgot it was the meme. it got implanted into me. I completely forgot the meme. No. No, the young whippersnappers are going to have a laugh at me. But yeah, I think this is a great time for us to call it for today.
Yep. Do you have anyone that you want to raid?
Oh, I don't think so. Let me just check real quick. I mean, I can't read on YouTube yet because I'm too
Little.
little. Yes, I think I need 1,000 subs. Let me see on Twitch.
Vivi Chan's playing Mega Bonk. That's the only... And Nap is collabing with QB.
I see William the Alchemist. I see... I
Wait,
see...
it's Foo's birthday? Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, you can raid them if you... I'll let the raid go into your hands.
Okay. I just think it's crazy because of what today is.
Okay.
Let's see. No, don't put it in my hands. These are people like I kind of know. Oh, do you know Yomi Quinley?
Oh yeah, I know.
Let's raid them.
Oh yeah, Yomi. I actually have a great clip with Yomi. She reacted to a fan, to an edit I made. So huge supporter of Yomi. For me, 100% approved.
Oh, fun fact: Yomi and I have the same rigging artists.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Did not know about that. That's really cool.
I think it's
Yomi
pretty
is one
cool.
of those persons I never interacted with them a lot, but it's just someone that I feel like, okay, this is a great person. That's the vibe I always get.
Yeah, they're super cool. Okay, I have the raid set on my end, so.
Do I have to set it up on my end as well?
Yes, you do. Even though the share
Okay.
chat, I don't have total control over where your viewers go.
Okay.
This will be good. I'm gonna go get some lunch, cure these parts, and then
Yeah,
set them up to ship out tomorrow.
let's go. I also have everything set up on my end, so whenever you want to call it.
All right. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll be back when I'm
thank you.
back. I'll let you know when my schedule is. And thank you so much, Nando, for helping put this together. And then if you guys are sticking around on Twitch, say hi to Yomi. And YouTube, no homework for you guys. No one to raid. So I'll catch you guys later.
And thank you very much. Thanks to everyone who liked, subscribed to either of us. Thanks for the support. Even if you're just lurking, every little bit helps. And thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be here with William. Thank you once again for accepting the collab. And I hope people also enjoyed it. Yeah, that's it. I don't want to go over the raid timing. That was it. Thank you very much.
Boom, the raid went off.
Okay, the raid went off on my side as well. And yeah, thank you so much. I had a blast. It was really fun.